Hello. Liz keeps
Good morning.
muting herself. Good morning.
No, I
Good morning.
usually it
Oh,
unmutes. Like it's shit, there's an echo, isn't there?
mm, I don't hear it,
It
but
wasn't
You
me
don't
this time. I was muted.
yeah, I
we're
don't hear it.
actually no, I was just expecting one. We're actually okay this time.
I think so.
I don't know. I'm gonna stay muted when I'm not talking, just to
Well, hold
avoid
on,
it.
let's just check it real quick. I don't
Okay.
think there is.
No.
No, there's not. There's nothing.
Alright. I was just totally expecting it. No, okay, good shit.
I was
Good
too.
morning, Wolfie.
Hey, everybody in the chat.
Let's say hi. I already said hi to Potty Mouth. Hey, Spooks. I don't know if she popped back in yet. Popcorn's gonna be in and out of meetings. I know. Hey, Michelle. Glitter.
Hey, Glitter. Pixie.
Pixie. I meant to say something. So I don't know if you guys saw on Discord, you know how we've all been having that problem with YouTube shorts and not
Yes.
being able to comment?
Yep.
It is like
Yeah.
YouTube is slowly taking away my ability to like support the people I want to support. I can no longer comment on Cindy shorts. I
Yep.
can't comment on Wildflower shorts, and I can't comment now all of a sudden on Glitter shorts.
What the
What is that?
hell?
What
Yeah,
is
So
that?
weird.
I don't know. It's some kind of glitch because it's sometimes I can and sometimes I can't. It's so odd. Like
Oh,
I
it
couldn't
doesn't
for a
even do that
while
for me.
comment on yours, and then suddenly they gave me the right back to comment on yours. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah. Sometimes I couldn't comment on Bliss's too. It was weird. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm gonna
today's
They're
make sure
censoring
about
us.
it.
They're censoring
Yeah.
us. What the hell?
Stop it.
Hi, C. Klein. Hi, everybody. Well, C. Lynn. Sorry, I call her
Hey,
Klein. I have to
sunshine.
remember it's C. Lynn. And Roddy, Mom, I'm sending you prayers for your nene. I
Yeah.
definitely am.
Stevie Lee. Hold on. I haven't gotten that far down yet. Someone was very upset about me being on this channel yesterday. Oh, they were?
Call a ambulance. Call a
Oh, I know.
ambulance.
I saw a little bit of that, and I was like,
Oh, you did? Just say
yeah,
who it was. Who was it?
it was
Yeah,
Coley.
wait, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I figured, but I just wanted to make sure
Had an
before I
absolute
assumed.
hit.
And she has a bulldog coming into comment sections.
Yeah.
Rah, 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 rah. Dude, be gone. Like, who the hell are you? Who are you? Like coming in
He's a
here like
minor,
weird.
actually.
Well, Jugs told me he's an adult and a dad. And the
Oh,
comment he came in making is like, what? As a dad, you're like okaying the information being outed about Roddy Mom's son? Like, yeah, okay. You
I
know,
know.
some people don't have the ability to put themselves in the shoes of someone else. How would he feel if that was his child
Correct.
and their
Exactly.
trauma
Mhm.
put on the internet as a way to come at somebody? You know what I mean? So he showed me who he was right there. Like, dude, psh, whatever. Be
So
gone.
for everyone listening, it was on Jugs' channel. Was it Jugs?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Jugs did a Coley versus Coley. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
it was.
I like
Okay.
it. Short.
That's what I
Mhm.
thought. Yeah, I liked it too. So in the comment section, her little bulldog, what is it again? Kokomo Joe or
Yeah, Kokomo's. Get up out of here, bro. Who are you?
I don't is that his name? Kokomo Joe.
Down at
Kokomo, go to
Kokomo.
Kokomo.
Get there faster than like come on, boy. You doing the Beach Boys, Kokomo, like I can't take you
Get up out
seriously,
of here
dude.
and go to Kokomo, Kokomo.
Seriously.
Someone
Shut
down
your
there,
ass up.
Kokomo.
Yeah. That's where we wanna go.
Please
Go
go.
down to Kokomo. Get the fuck out of here,
Thanks,
dude.
thanks, girl.
Anyways, he came in Jug's comments and Cindy, what did he say?
He was like, you should be grateful. You should be grateful that she looked out for your kid or some bogus shit like that. Like he's another one that's woefully ignorant, right? Like
Yes.
skirt around the real issue. The real issue is her blasting that information with her child while she's also saying that us over here are talking about somebody's kids. which never happened. By the way, I'm going to
Right.
scream that from the rooftops.
Hey,
People need to
Kendra.
start showing where I ever spoke about anybody's kids, where we ever spoke about anybody's kids, but
Mm-mm.
she did. But she
Yeah, I
did.
don't mess
So
with people's kids, man. I know better. You know,
Well,
somebody
that's
come
good
and
information.
kick my ass if I do, and I wouldn't blame them because tell you, speak on mine. That's what'll happen. It might be a verbal whipping, but it's gonna happen.
did you see Lynn's comment? Please look at that. That's craziness
Okay,
to
did
me.
y'all see the little girl,
I'm getting
Barbie
down to it.
girl in police?
Sending prayers to Rowdy. Yeah.
Yes, yes, sending you
That's
prayers, Roddy.
What? See, Lynn? See?
Did y'all
Wow.
see the little girl Barbie girl in Coley's comments that said she is cussing like Coley? Now she's oh my
14.
god.
This is
Yeah,
why.
see?
This is why kids should not ever be involved in this kind of stuff. They don't have the mental capacity. Their brain isn't developed yet. Listen, there are adults, there are 50, 60, 70-year-olds on this app that can't handle it. So a 14-year-old, absolutely not. No.
And that's why I've said from the inception of my channel is not a place for minors. No way. I curse
No.
like a sailor, but
Exactly.
even separating, taking that away, I have adult topics all the time. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Like that, my channel is not kid friendly at all.
I mean, I could only imagine. No, I can't imagine because I would be horrified if we were having the talks like we used to back in the day on live, talking about even the Sephora sex stuff that they sell, and then you got kids. It like no,
Yeah, no way.
no.
No way.
Well, not yet, Roddy. Not
Yeah,
yet,
but
I
if she
guess.
keeps telling her she's aspiring to be her, she will get thrown a wrench soon enough,
Yep.
Oh yeah.
which is
Hey,
crazy.
and to the B.
Hey Michelle. Hey Shay. Hey Cassie.
Hi,
Lance. So many.
everybody.
Hey everyone. Sorry, there was those few comments. I kind of just hyper focused on them. Hello everyone.
Mm-hmm.
My
Yeah,
Shay
hi,
and
everybody.
everybody.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna say off the bat, I'm not in the best mood today.
No,
I'm
likewise,
really not.
likewise.
Like, I'm hoping, like, my hope for this is when we get into it, we can like start laughing
Mm-hmm.
and
yes.
Yes,
just
yes.
making light of, but also discussing what they're speaking about. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just hope for that.
Yes, I'm hoping for
Yeah.
that too.
And if not, if we don't end up laughing and they get a tongue lashing from Bliss, then what happens.
It could honestly, like JJ, I'm so tired. Like I don't even have it in me today. I'm
Okay, I
just
got
tired.
you then. I'll do it for you.
No, and
Yeah.
I'm holding back. I'm biting my tongue today. I'm being easy because I'm on the opposite side of that spectrum. I'm ready to like pounce, so I gotta
I
rein
know.
myself back in.
Yeah, when we know
I
we're
know.
like that, usually I don't go live or I
Mm-hmm.
won't.
Yeah.
Well, let me not lie. In the last few months, I've hit that live button when I was pissed off, and I'm telling you, I don't regret it for a second. I loved every bit of it.
See, and that JJ, that was the tightrope I've been walking since last night.
Ooh.
But I know, like, it wasn't like a huge tightrope because, like, logically, I know that it's just wait, just be patient. Like my head just keeps telling me,
Exactly.
just be patient, just let it
Exactly.
stew.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yes, ma'am.
So
There's a time and a place
I'm
for
gonna follow
everything.
that.
And it'll be far worse after we let it stew. Far worse in a way of being organized and ready.
Exact. I was just gonna say that we're gonna be organized. We're gonna have our thoughts together. We're going. It's it's gonna be a doozy. It's gonna be a doozy. So, because oh, I wanted to say, Pixie and Lady Di. I actually got the F around and find out from you guys. Stormy, I get it. Okay. So they had their avatar with Dolly Parton and it said
I
fuck
love
around and find out. And I was like, yo, that just is fitting. Fuck that. We're the fuck around and find out crew. So I went on Canva last night after I was feeling a little spicy. I had to like put my energies in somewhere, to keep off of YouTube. So that's what I did. I went to Canva, I took a picture, put my little selfie crown up there, and put fuck around and find out. And if anybody else wants it, because somebody said they liked it, all you got to do
I
is
love
send me a
it.
picture, and I can make the same thing for you guys. I'll, personalize it, take the crown off and stuff if you don't want that. But
That's what
I
Bliss
did it
is
on
members.
Canva.
When Bliss gets members, finally, she should
Mm-hmm.
name them the Fuck Around and Find Out crew.
Yep. Yep.
It's very fitting. I'd
I
put it
still
on
haven't
mine.
decided if I'm gonna do.
Oh, you have
I
it?
Oh,
might
you
hold off
doing
on
them, girl.
memberships.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
do
doing,
them.
girl.
Do them.
Yes. Yeah, so I wanted to tell
I
you,
don't want
Lady
to
Di, I
commit to
got that from
anything.
you and Pixie. I got that from you and Pixie because I saw you guys saying you loved it. I'm like, they don't know I got the idea from them. I stole the idea from them. So I
Well,
got it from you guys.
Cindy,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I use. I use Canva for my thumbnails.
Mm-hmm. I love Canva.
I thought I
I
told
just,
you that.
it's so simple. It's
Yeah,
so
it is.
simple.
It is. It's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. It's not hard, and it's not hard to get the hang of either. And there are plenty of videos on YouTube that if you have a question, I mean, that's
Really
pretty much
easy.
what
I
I
can
go
just
to.
put together for you guys, whatever
That's
you
why I
guys
was
want.
like laughing at yesterday. I was listening to Kendra's live, and I had heard that Jules was saying like basically like laughing at Kendra for making videos about QuickBooks, and I'm like, why is that funny? Like I've had to go to YouTube and look up stuff as a business owner of 17 years.
I
17
come to
years, and I
YouTube to look up
still don't.
everything. Yes, how
Yes.
to fix things.
Same.
I think that that's so smart that she was, and it is important. Somebody like me that doesn't know about accounting, that
Yeah.
does my own taxes,
Mhm.
because I'm not good with accounting, but I'm good enough to know. And plus, my taxes are simple, right? I don't have a home like
Hello,
everybody
Andy.
reminds me. I don't have a car, so it's simple. You know what I mean? But like videos like Kendra's and stuff, I think is what makes YouTube important. Like the thing is that you're talking on both sides of your neck. You're saying
Right.
you do no content. You only come to talk drama. And when she actually has a channel that is trying to educate people on something that she knows about, you're
Mhm.
going to mock it and ridicule it.
And that's
Like,
why I said, like, she should do those, and I'm glad that she
yes,
did because,
yes, do
and
more
she,
of those.
yes, we need more of those because not everybody comes here for this kind of stuff. Yeah, we can be scrappy,
Oh,
the three of us, when we're pushed so
yeah.
far, or our
Mm-hmm.
friends are. But the reality is, I watch a ton of YouTube that is teaching me things, and
Yes.
QuickBooks is not like you don't pop out of the womb knowing how to use it, and I do not find it to be user friendly whatsoever. Not at all. And I have desktop version. Like I'll be looking because sometimes things will be so tiny, and if you don't click that box, like nothing else will work. Like that's why Jules has no fucking idea what she's talking about, but wants to diss somebody who's doing
Well, she's
a service.
desperate.
I
Yes,
think it's just, and it's unnecessary. Like
it's unnecessary.
you're coming at Kendra for the stuff that she's like the drama stuff, right? Okay, so address that. But this is her business, and even if it isn't her business, she wasn't talking any drama, and it was so amazing listening to it. I was like, I don't see anything wrong with
No,
that
and it's a big
video.
skill. It's a good skill to
It
have.
is. It's
Like
an
what?
amazing skill to have, and
Mhm.
the thing is that we talk about, oh, all you guys have to offer is drama, but then you're going to ridicule something that is not related to drama, that's not even connected to her channel where she does the
Just because they
drama.
don't like
That's
her.
her business channel, and we all participate in bullshit like that. But like, I'm better than you, I've only done it once, but let me rip apart your business. Like, what are we
Hmm.
doing?
Yeah, not
And
cool.
hi, Envy, so good to see you here.
Yes. Hi, Envy. And
It's
Glitter.
crazy.
Saw you come
Anyway,
back in. What's up, girl? Flickering
hey,
candles.
glitter. Yeah,
Stevie
flickering
Z.
candle.
And of course,
Yes, all of you
Shay.
guys, all of you boys.
Hey,
Hey,
BX.
BX. How you doing, BX? How you doing? How you doing? Sorry, sorry.
Gang, gang. Hey, BX. All right, let's get to the dramatical. Actually, hold on. No, Jugs posted a video or a short about
Yeah.
I called him
Okay.
Kokomo Joe.
What's his
Name's
name?
Kokomo Corner.
You
Oh.
did call him Kokomo Joe. I was like, what the hell?
Well, now he's to be called Kokomo Joe forever.
Yep. Yep. This is Kokomo Joe, everyone. I don't know why I thought that, but
Do you see that Gage person? I'm
Yep.
6'2", 147 pounds, 15 years old.
15 years old.
Bazinga, bazinga. Should have been blocked instantly.
147. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Yeah, you're built good. 147.
Ew.
Oh Lord.
what?
Yeah, you're built good.
Ew.
What the fuck?
Hi, Mimi. That's
Oh shit! I didn't mean to X out of
disgusting.
that. Wow.
I'm kind
You're
of
built
freaked out.
good. Girl, what? Are you saying? They said they're 15.
To
A baby.
Built good.
15-year-old.
That sentence should not even come out of an adult's mouth about a stranger. Like, what?
I mean, the kid's
You're built
voice
good.
probably just got deep, you know? I mean, what the hell? Like, it's a baby practically. Like, what is wrong with you?
I know his testes haven't even dropped yet. What are you talking
Exactly.
about? You're built good. What?
I was going to say that. But I would be like,
I know. I was thinking
his
of a
balls
word to
didn't
say
even
instead of
drop
being
yet, man.
vulgar,
He's a
right?
kid. Leave him
Right.
alone.
Lord have mercy, man.
Yeah, Small Fry. I haven't
Yeah.
watched it.
That's
Mhm.
crazy. Hi,
All
Omnipotent.
right, I'm gonna
Hey,
go out
Julie.
and come back in, guys, because I feel like I'm
Okay.
on a delay. It's
Okay.
bugging me.
Okay. Hey, my 148, what's up, my girl?
My Julie, my Julie. Sorry.
Cindy likes to sing everybody's names.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, BX, it's sick, man. And she's like totally cool with it. And actually, she tells people not to tell her how old they are.
Yes, she said stop telling their ages now. And they still in there like, yeah, I'm 15, I'm 14.
Yep.
And she's like, okay, welcome, welcome. No, they would get a kick in the ass right out my chat immediately. What the hell? Mm-mm.
Okay, is this any better?
To me, it is. I
Oh
didn't
my
see a
God.
problem in the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, I could hear. Yeah, it's a lot better. Okay.
Oh, good. Good
Yes,
shit.
Envy,
Right.
we are a wealth of useless fucking facts.
Right.
Oh, that's me in general. That's
I have what? I have
my husband
101
always
useless
says that to me.
talents.
Mhm.
All of my talents are useless. Like, what the hell, girl?
I'm
I
only
could-
useless in
shit.
trivia. I know a lot of facts that I don't know why I know them.
You mean useful? That would be useful.
I
Then.
might be useful in trivia, but useless probably, you know, in the majority of the other talents that I have.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah,
Credo says that to me all the time because, like, I don't know. I even do it on YouTube in live chats. Like, I'll just blurt out random useless fact that really provided nothing to the conversation, but he's like, "You're
Right.
just full of it." It's usually about like cults or serial killers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Stevie Lee, I think that's different. She says we have that age rule in the Disney community and Sims 4. Ages are a no-go. Okay, but that is a community that's geared towards children, right? Like
Right.
the Disney
They're
community,
children's
I would,
animals.
and Sims, right? You know what I mean? Those are playing video games. Those are safer spaces, typically, even though there's creeps everywhere on the internet. Those are safer spaces. My channel is not a safe space for any children. Like it's not. I don't welcome them. I don't want them there. They get blocked immediately. My mods will even ask, they'll read a comment and it seems a little sus, like they seem a little young, you know, like they'll make a comment like, oh, your hair color is so pretty. And JJ will be like, hey, are you over 18? You know, you ask
You
these
can
questions,
kinda
and when they
tell.
say no, yeah, and when they
Mhm.
say no, sorry, I'm sorry, but you gotta go. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta go.
Right.
Like, what the hell?
We're not babysitters over here, for
Yeah.
like the minors of the internet. No, I
No,
don't.
and I would be
shit on
upset.
other people's children. I
Right.
don't do that.
Yeah. And I would be upset if my children were in chats of middle-aged people like that. No,
No,
I would,
don't like that.
I would talk to my sons. Why aren't you engaging with kids your own age? You know what I mean? Like, no, no, hell no, 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 don't, you can't sit with us. I'm sorry. You're a
Jugsy, she ain't
kid.
well. That lady ain't well, Jugsy. She's not. Something wrong
No,
with her.
you guys gotta see this one because I think Jugs did a short on that.
She's like her
We're
son.
gonna show that
He's like
one
her.
now.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-mm.
It's
Listen,
fucking weird.
I never met him. You're not like his mother. You're not like his mother. Like, what the hell? You're like a creepy older woman that's like, ugh. Anyway, let me shut up.
Hold on, guys.
For the
Did
thing?
you guys hear that?
No, didn't hear it.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay, good. Because it was awful.
Oh,
Okay. I don't know why my shit's already slow, but YouTube Shorts on a laptop is kind of weird. I mean, that makes sense because it's meant for phones. Like, I get it, but shit just starts playing. Oh, God, wait till y'all see this shit.
uh-oh.
Like, she's seriously grossing me the fuck out lately.
Something's really wrong, and
Yeah.
something's wrong.
Yeah.
You can't see my boobs, y'all. Why are you tripping?
Because you
I've
can't
not
see
seen
your
boobies in a long
boobs.
time.
We can't see it because
Take
thankfully
down-
Bliss put up a comment of Jugs. But
Yes,
is
what
going on?
I was going to say.
Mhm.
Take down Jugs's comment, and then you'll see
Mhm.
them.
Well, I know.
Right
Raptor, I know. You know how much shit I get because you're a fucking mod on my channel? People think that you're like 5. And they're like, you've got a 5-year-old on your channel moderating.
Nobody.
could you
ever said
pause
that.
this?
Whatever.
Could you pause this? Nobody
If
said he was
people don't
5.
like the fact
He's
that Raptor
15.
is not motherfucking.
Coley,
Yeah.
you see how you over exaggerate to justify your fuck
Mhm.
shit.
Mhm.
No one said he was
Yep.
5. He's a minor. He's a minor. You're playing these word games to trivialize what you know is dead ass wrong. Okay, and if you don't think it's wrong, if you wouldn't be outraged at your children being in a chat where a grown-ass woman is putting popsicle sticks down their throat saying, I know this is inappropriate, but why don't I have a gag reflex? If you don't see anything wrong with that, then I already know you're what's wrong with YouTube. But girl, you're not gonna convince us otherwise.
16-year-old boys in chat, like, what the fuck?
With their hormones, you know that as teenagers, your hormones were
Yes.
raging.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. It's inappropriate. It's inappropriate. She knows that. And for her to say, he's not going anywhere, like that's something I would say about one of you guys, right?
Right.
Oh, Bliss and JJ, they're not going anywhere. What?
With her fucking boobs hanging out.
Yes. And somebody's telling her that in her chat. And somebody's telling her that in the chat. She's like, they're not out. Like, girl, yes, they are. Like, stop it.
She's like, have
Stop
you
it,
guys never
Coley.
seen boobs before?
No, and there's nothing wrong with showing cleavage, right? There's nothing wrong with that. I always say women can show whatever they want, but you have minors in your chat. You have minors in your chat, and that's the topic at hand while you're wearing these low cut blouses, knowing that you have minors in your chat. That's all. I think she does this shit. She rage baits us. It has to be. It has to be her rage baiting me. I can't think that she's just such a terrible person. I don't know, man.
I think she's a terrible person.
Jesus
What I
Christ.
think. I think she knows.
I do too.
I just don't think she cares. I think that she's burned so many bridges that the only people that will chat in her chat is when she goes live directly from YouTube and people pop in.
Yeah,
and
and
she
she doesn't
makes them-
care.
She doesn't put an age limit, nothing. She just lets them all come in. And then when she started to get shit for them being minors, she started saying, "Don't tell me your ages. Don't tell me." Like, what?
Yep.
Sick. Sick.
Because then she thinks that she can escape deniability because she knows that people are now watching for the minors in her chat. And so she thinks that she can escape responsibility by saying that. But as you can see, it's not working. They're still coming in and telling her their ages.
Mm-hmm.
And this
Yeah,
just shows her she doesn't have
on StreamYard jugs.
she doesn't have normal social cues, guys. Okay. Normally, right, we say no minors in our chat when we have adult content. That's a given. My mods know, like my peoples know. Yeah, you see a minor in my chat, call that shit out. Hey, mods, get this person out of here. That's just normal social cues, right? You don't even have to be a parent to understand that social cue. She doesn't have normal social cues. She gets super close to everybody off rip. You're my bestie. Then she ghosts the shit out of you, does you dirty, moves on to the next bestie. She doesn't have normal social cues. I'm sorry, but she doesn't.
No.
Hi,
she
my
doesn't.
Adam Harris. Hey,
And
Muggsy.
hey, Adam,
Wrong. And I'm
envy
not
me. Guess who supports her?
Who?
Terry.
Oh.
Listen, Linda.
Mhm.
Listen, Linda.
Just saying, it's her friends that called everyone and their mother the P word, G word. Like,
Right.
she supports that.
And in, you know, ABUSERs, right? That's abusive to have minors in your chat when it's not age appropriate content, when you're talking about politics and you're talking about all these things that her channel's not for minors under any circumstance.
I
Okay.
know Wolf is like gross the fuck out right now.
Yeah, he said from a male's perspective, saying that to a kid is not okay.
No.
And I'm glad that we have men in here that see it from a man's perspective as well. It's not okay.
Wolfie has always been against anything to do with kids, so I know he's probably freaking out.
Holy, read that. Please, because we always know she's gonna be here or watch. Read that.
Yeah.
They're telling you it's not okay. It's not just people that hate you. BX doesn't fucking know you.
Right. And I don't hate her. I dislike her greatly because she lied on us and shit.
Right.
But I don't hate Coley. I feel bad for her. Like I do.
I do too, because I think that there's something wrong. And it's not, I'm not a doctor and I'm not going to speculate, but something isn't right.
Right.
Just
and
isn't.
people could probably say that about me. You know, something ain't right with selfie, but okay,
I
kiss my ass.
Something right
I
with me.
agree.
I got ADHD, OCD. I'm like a spaz. But regardless, I admit that. And I still hold tight to the morals I have.
Always,
as
yeah.
in children fuck off effing limits.
Yep.
Ooh, BX, of course.
Always.
Bliss is never going to turn you
Oh,
down.
hell yeah, BX. Definitely.
I would
Small
love
fry,
to hear
my
you say
chula.
it
How
one
are
day.
you?
He's small fry. Who was talking some shit with small fry the other day? Was it in a comment section or something? I saw something.
They always come in that small fry, and then she's not a big fry. Like, yeah, so lame. Like, what?
Yeah, what?
She's
Where
not
was that
a big
said?
fry.
What was that?
Yeah, you dumbass. That's a good thing.
Small fry. Okay. Yeah, we know she watches. She's just too pussy to comment.
Yep.
And I want to tell BX, hey BX.
Hi.
This is
Hey,
the
BX.
same chick that is like fronting, like supporting you and sharing your shit to get like to piss me off. I did tell
I
them
kind of
about
noticed that.
Yeah.
I noticed that. That's the same person who was lying their ass off, but then posting my videos talking about she's telling the truth.
Yep.
It's pretty funny.
Yep. And the one
That
with all
person
the
sounds
minors in her chat as mods.
Yep, as mods.
Oh, damn.
Well, not only is she talking, but she actually was addressing that minor and said, I know this is inappropriate, but stuck a damn popsicle stick all the way down her throat. Isn't that weird? Why don't I have a gag reflex? What
Hey,
in the actual fuck? I was gonna say something inappropriate, but let me chill. I was, but I'm trying to be easy. But girl, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know what I mean? Like that's a major feat, and you're showing this to a minor boy. If it was the other way around, if it was right, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of the things that she does BX seems like rage bait. Like she wants people to talk about her no matter what. But I also think that she has no normal social cues. Seriously, because she's been doing this since the inception of her channel. You know what I mean? And now she just doesn't care because she goes live from YouTube. So she gets views. And then the thing is that she says, I want to build my community. I'm staying over here in my community. How are you building your community when you're going live straight from YouTube? Like, stop gaslighting the shit out of me. You know what I mean? Like, I just can't with her. And then it seems like we're picking on her, but she just continues on with this crap. Like, it's infuriating.
If anybody's going to call somebody out, I mean, if there's ever a reason to, it's something to do. It's when it has to do with minors, and no one should question if someone is just picking on them or not, because facts are facts. She has minors in her chat. Maybe a couple of them are mods, and she needs to check herself because that's not normal.
How many subs does she have?
Not many.
Paid like 1,200 and something.
1.3.
Yeah.
Yeah. BX, I used to support her, and she's been on YouTube for like what, guys? 5 years?
6
something
years?
like that.
Yeah.
Give or
Damn.
take. And I think I supported her for like a year. She never grew. She was always at like 360, 380 subs. And then when she started doing when YouTube rolled out with that shorts live thing, she started doing that. And that's how she finally got monetized. It's not built off of genuine anything.
Yep.
And Envy Me, I just wanted to elaborate on what Envy Me said. Take that to OnlyFans. Listen, people do have their fetishes where they like you to look younger, even though you're an adult. You know what I mean? Like
schoolgirl.
they have this, the stepbrother thing, I'm not kink shaming people, but that there is a time and a place. No.
Like Jim Carrey when he was on Living Color. Remember when he used to burn himself?
Oh my God, yes. With the two pigtails.
What was his name? Handyman?
No, not Wanda. Was it Wanda?
That was Damon. Nah, Wanda was Jamie Foxx, I think.
Oh, that's right. That was Jamie Foxx. Yes. I can't remember her name, but yeah, when Jim Carrey would do it with the two pigtails on Living Color, hilarious. Fire Marshal Bill was also Jim Carrey in Living Color.
Definitely looked like Fire Marshal Bill.
Yeah, he'd be like, "Let me tell you something."
All right, I wanted to show this. I think this is, Jugs can tell me in the chat. I think she includes a popsicle stick thing here.
Gross.
You're a pretty big dog. Yes, especially on the show. But what are you doing, Rocker? How are you, bud? Dude, these babes are awesome. Watch.
Girl, put them titties away.
Oh, no. Is it school, parents, anything like that? Any programs you're in or whatever? I'm sorry you're feeling, you know what I mean? I'm feeling angry. And not about the internet. No, not about the internet. About something else. I'm real angry because I'm paying people to do. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. I'm at school. Yeah, it sucks. I'm just so over. Look, when you pay people hundreds of dollars an hour and they can't even complete a
Damn, that wasn't the popsicle stick, but goddamn, she's literally talking to a minor.
She's talking to a male minor, and then Elizabeth says, "I'm in school." There's two minors. That's insanity.
Minors.
What is the content like about? Like mostly,
I don't know how to click. Nothing. Just
coming at people, talking crazy.
Just use nonsense. Yeah.
I seen this one video.
There's no
where
basis
she was
to
like,
her channel.
She was telling people to stop paying attention to what other people say, but then by doing so, she was actually replying to this live stream. Which means she was paying attention to what people were saying.
Yes. But she doesn't want other people to pay attention because then they'll catch on to what she's doing. The biggest issue is the minors. The minors. I've had an issue since the first time I saw that she had a minor in her chat and tried not to come hard at her. Made a community post like no minors should be in chats, period. Block them. And the doubling and tripling and quadrupling down is why we are still here talking about it. You know what I mean? Like, It's
And
unacceptable.
especially if
It's
she's like
unacceptable.
aware, because like if you're not aware and people are just watching your content, then
Right.
whatever. But if you're fully aware, then you're sitting on there talking about gag reflexes and shit. Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yep.
And it
Oh,
looks
it's
like she
right there.
steals a
It
lot of
is.
content too.
Yep, I
Mhm.
got it.
That's it right there. Yep.
Yep. My shit just slow, y'all.
Sorry, take your time.
What was I gonna say? Oh, Raptor. Okay, all the people who have a problem with Raptor being his age and being a model on my channel, I met Raptor at in a very different situation, and it's different. Raptor is like my child. Okay, I have a 16-year-old child who just literally is done with complete high school. Literally, he's done with high school. Okay, all he has now to do is go to college. So he's gonna take a gap year and then go. So because he's going out of state college. So I mean, like, not all children are the same. And it's not like I'm on here talking all like egregious around fucking Raptor. So I'm gonna need everybody who constantly brings that shit up to shut the fuck up. Okay.
How about no, bitch? How about no?
People think it's so weird that I can do this, but I have a special talent. Might be a little
Hey, yo.
inappropriate, but look, watch. I don't have a gag reflex. Watch.
Right here and wait.
This kid's running in the background too.
Yes,
Imagine
yes,
then I
and
can
her
hold
kid
it.
in the background.
No,
Yep.
no, gag reflex. That's weird. What was I gonna say? Oh, Raptor.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
all the
crazy.
people who have a problem with Raptor.
That was sus.
Now let
That's
me
why I
say,
had to
because
shoot
she
you.
has a 15-year-old that is advanced or on the way to college, does not take away from the fact that they are still 15. So again, all of these irrelevant factors that mean nothing. The point is that he is still 15. If you go and meet this boy and whatever, I'm not even going to say, you're still going to jail. It doesn't matter. Oh, he finished high school. He's on his way to college. He's still 15. To say that you're his mother because you met him, and this is another thing, this is another red flag. Coley tends to meet people in vulnerable positions and utilizes that to her advantage. So for her to say that she met this boy when he was going through something traumatic, you should tell him, listen, I'm not equipped to deal with that. I'm not your mother. For her to say that's like her child. You haven't even known him 6 months, Coley.
Not even, no, couple months.
No.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's like your child. So I could say, my son, my youngest is 20, right? But when he was 17, if a 17-year-old came into my chat, I could say, well, that's my child. I have a 17-year-old too. What?
That's
You know what I
wild.
mean? Like she's connecting dots that should do the opposite. Me having a 17-year-old reminds me of my son's mentality at 17 years old, and I don't want to be around any other 17-year-olds that I don't know. Insane. Like I'm sorry, and I keep using this word. I will not conform to these abnormalities that people try to make normal.
Right.
No, bitch, no.
Yeah, I would say that's pretty odd.
Yeah, she's
Especially
an
what I
oddball.
just said.
It's more
Yeah,
so
that
the
looked
people
nice.
that support her. Like, how can anyone be? Because we have people coming at us in other creators' comment sections to take up for her.
Wow.
It's unreal that the world can think that way or not realize how wrong it is to, I mean, I'm a parent, so I understand how wrong it is. I almost feel like these people cannot be parents. And even people that aren't parents, most of them would know that this is so wrong. But
Because
Yeah, it definitely
people
seems
can
uncomfortable.
empathize. People
right.
People can empathize. You don't have to be a parent to be able to empathize. And remember that when you were a minor, right? Even if you're not a parent, you don't know what it is to be a parent. You know what it is to be a teenager. You know what it is to have been in a vulnerable position. When you're teenagers, your emotions are all over the place. Your hormones are all over the place. It's a very vulnerable time for a lot of teenagers. And that's when they should be safeguarded, in my opinion.
Mhm.
And Coley takes advantage of that, and she doesn't see anything wrong with it, and she's doubling down on it. If you got a problem with that, you need to shut the fuck up. No, Coley, we will never shut the fuck up. Never. Not about minors. No.
It's
That's
been a
not
really
nitpicky things.
weird progression with her because she's always latched on to vulnerable people. I mean, BX, she's an old school Radiant Brit stan. So she
Ugh.
made she
The
made
orange?
her channel. She made her channel specifically to like go after people like as a bulldog for Radiant Brit.
Yep.
Oh, she's
Standing
probably
for
definitely
her.
talk shit about me.
Mm-hmm.
And she,
yeah,
BX, has
probably.
gone back and forth with between liking and not liking one of your, the lady that put your name on a wall and stuff.
The goblin. The goblin.
The
Yep.
goblin. There you go.
The
Mhm.
goblin.
She actually came at me standing for the goblin years ago. Yeah.
Yes.
That's how I was
Oh,
introduced
wow.
to Coley. That's how I was introduced to Coley. Didn't know her from a hole in the wall, and she's doing these crazy videos calling me a fraud, that why I got makeup on and my nails done. Again, didn't know me from Adam.
I know she didn't talk about makeup.
Yeah,
Yes,
she did.
did. Yes, she did. Yes, she
Oh, it looked like
did.
she did hers with her eyes closed. It looked
Yo.
like, you ever seen the last Batman movie? The makeup he puts on before he puts the mask on? Like, you can pierce his eyes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
That
that's
To
looked
have
horrible.
the eye holes black. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what she was doing. Talking about makeup. Her wig come off with her hat. At least it looked like it.
Yo, oh my God, you ever seen those hats that have the hair attached? Yo.
That's what it looked like she was wearing.
She didn't lay
That is
it down right.
hilarious.
She didn't lay it down right.
Like,
So
exactly what
funny.
she should not be telling people about makeup.
No.
No, and like I
Hasn't
said,
really given much thought to makeup lately, though. I'm just saying.
like I said, I do
It
think
don't
it
look
was
like it.
because she doesn't have people like adults, normal adults, which should be some kind of clue to you, Coley, that you're doing something wrong. When adults don't
Oh my
want to engage
gosh.
with you, and you put, oh,
Trigger warning.
Chris, I warned you against doing that shit.
Yo,
You're gonna jump scare.
the Wicked Witch right there. That look crazy.
She's got green hair. What the hell happened?
I didn't even noticed that. Yeah.
That's your
enough.
girl. She's got a crush on you. Yeah.
That's
she's got a
enough
crush on you.
of that.
Massive crush. This girl wanted BX so bad.
Oh, she wanted his thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
It was never
She
gonna
straight up
happen.
said it.
Yeah, she's nasty. She definitely
I
did
still
say
have the sign, BX, that I put on my wall when you came up on my panel.
Oh, that's
Remember,
so
I
funny,
had that
right?
pink sign. BX on
The
it.
heart.
Yeah, the heart. He's
That was
so handsome. I know y'all see this handsome man up here that
Oh my
needs no
God.
introduction. I was like, girl, oh my God, Lord of mercy.
It was so uncomfortable. I was in that live. It was so uncomfortable.
Yeah,
It
she was
was.
strange.
It was strange. It was uncomfortable. And I knew for sure, even though, like, I didn't know BX well, but I knew for sure he was not going to reciprocate in those feelings whatsoever if
Definitely
he mentioned
not.
her at all.
Definitely not. She was really
No.
weird.
She is weird.
Used to
And
just
you
hit me up all the
there's
time.
people that gravitate towards you like that. And you know what I think it is, BX, in my opinion, because you are a very you're the kind of person that builds walls, right? And rightfully so, right? Because your personal boundaries are important to you, because people try to trample on boundaries all the time. So I get why you have your personal boundaries. When I first met you years ago, I was fan gang and all of that. And then, the whole Katie Joy shit happened or whatever. And people used to always say, oh, BX doesn't show emotion. I don't think that that's true. I think that you're guarded. And these women feel like it'll make them feel better about themselves if they can penetrate the impenetrable wall.
Like
you know what I mean? It's a
conquer or
weird
something.
thing. Yeah. It's
Like
a
a
weird
trophy?
thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
I
can
see that. And they
That's
don't
accurate.
care. Yeah, and they don't care about disrespecting his personal boundaries. It's not like BX is unclear, right, about where he stands, about all of that. And to me, that's the only thing I can think, is that it's like a conquest, a personal conquest to them, and makes them feel better about themselves, and they fail miserably and then get embarrassed which they should have known was going to happen from the door. But again, not everybody has normal social cues.
Right.
You know what I
BX,
mean?
Yeah, that's
the
100% what
glitter,
it is.
That is.
BX,
That's
the
accurate.
glitter that is in chat knows Tara personally. So, like, known her for years and has actually
What?
lived with her. Yes, glitter.
Yeah.
Right here.
That-
You
Yep.
walk
She
past her
Yes.
peed
cardboard
on
box?
Glitter's couch. That's the couch she peed on.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
I'm like, glitter, not only do you need to burn that couch, just burn the whole damn house down. Just
Yeah.
let it on fire, girl.
Everything
Is
that
she
she touched.
infected or infected? I don't even know. Infected, whatever.
Oh,
Glitters.
it's okay, Glitter. We've all been there. All
Yes.
of us.
All of us
Yes.
have been
Yes.
there, girlfriend. We've all been
Yeah.
there with supporting maybe somebody that we shouldn't have, or that I'm embarrassed of some people I've supported in the past. So I get you, girl. I get it. Don't worry about it. You figured it out, and you're here. And I'm glad you're here. It was an awesome
Yeah.
trade.
A good thing came out of a crappy situation. We got to know
Exactly.
Glitter and
Yeah,
Nelly,
Glitter's good
and
people.
they're great people. They're great people. They're humble people. So I try to look at it like that. Something good came out of a crappy situation, and Glitter didn't come here by choice. You know, she was dragged and dogged. Her personal business was put out there, and
Oh my gosh.
she came.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
By the
Yes.
goblin?
Sad. It was
Yeah,
Yes.
the goblin just a couple days ago was talking about her toddler child.
yes.
Wow.
And these
Yeah.
people helped her.
That's crazy.
They went to Florida in their van to pick her homeless ass up, bring her to
Mm-mm.
Hold on,
their
JJ.
state.
And what did she infest the van with?
Roaches.
Oh, that's
She
crazy.
infested their van with roaches and their home. And there's proof. I mean, even in her luggage, there were roaches. Pictures.
Oh my gosh.
That can be
Yeah,
seen.
I
Yes.
showed him those pictures.
I think I did see
Or
that. Yeah.
Glitter and Nelly. I can't even. Two people just trying to help this woman, and she was online like every day, like she usually would do, blasting these people, like talking all kinds of shit. But she has done that to every single person who took her in and tried to help her. She's
But
done
she
it to
didn't even
everyone.
make it back to Chicago. On the way home from Florida, wherever they would
Yep.
stop or whatever,
Mhm.
she would go live and shit talk these people, and
Yes.
then go right back into their car. And while they're driving
Wow.
her to their home, every time they stopped, she would go live and drag them and drag the husband. And then when she
Mhm.
was staying with them, she would have their children in the background while she dogged the shit out of them.
Yes.
Wow.
It was
Yeah,
bad.
goblin's disgusting.
She is disgusting.
Because that's foul.
Yeah, fuck
The
her.
audacity, right? Small fire, the audacity.
After they helping you and all that, that's what you do.
Well,
she's a
right
sicko.
now, the man she's living with, she's making shitting videos on him. Like,
Yep.
it doesn't stop.
Wow.
He
And
caught
his
her
Yeah, she's
family.
though.
foul.
He caught her, and apparently, I didn't know this. I read this. Jugs can always confirm. She's my historian in the chat. She has like a lot of channels right now, and she's putting some of those videos on like channels that he doesn't know about.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. And then gaslighting the shit out of him and showing him the channel where the videos aren't of him and his mother. And look what Pixie said. She did a poll last night asking if she should post his mother, Tipsy. See, where I come
What?
from, that's
Wow.
beef. That's beef. You post my mother unbeknownst to her while she's
Mhm.
feeling nice, we're going to have an issue. And these are the intrusive things that she continues to do. And then people
Wow.
continue to defend it,
That's
How do you
breaking
defend
people.
that?
I don't know, like what she did to that man that rented her that room, and she was mad that the man dare be in his own living room. He rented you a room, $500, and then she got mad. Oh, it's out in the middle of nowhere. You knew that when you accepted the offer and moved in, and was putting this man on blast. Put out his HIV status, which I did a whole
Oh
live about that.
man.
Yes.
Yes, outed his HIV status. And
she
said that he
gave
was
Oh.
recording
so
her,
many,
all kinds of shit.
And she gave so
Wow.
many clues as to who this person was or where you can find him, that there were people online, friends of ours, I didn't look them up, that were sending me, this is who it is, this is where
Yeah, I
he
didn't look him
lives.
up either.
I'm like, this is so effed up.
She
And that's
is
illegal to do. You can't out people's status like that.
that
It's,
girl's nasty as hell.
yeah.
Nasty as hell. Just her whole aura of the way she even spoke to me made me feel extremely uncomfortable.
I
And I could
understand
just
that.
feel that. She was like begging for personal information from me. And I could tell that,
Crazy.
like, because you imagine if I did tell her personal stuff about me, and she would have went out
Imagine.
and started
Yep.
blasting it and flipping it and all types of stuff. And once
Imagine
I
if you had
discovered
had a
that
phone call with
her,
her.
that would have, never,
Yeah.
never was
No.
doing that. But I remember something made me look up her social media, and then when I found out that she had bots for followers, like she was paying for followers,
Yes.
I already knew what it was.
Yep.
Yep. She kept paying for subscribers, and that's how she got to 4K. But she doesn't care about the reality of the situation. She cares about the optics of it. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
And
Like, my
just what
channel
you keep
hasn't
saying.
grown. Right. My channel grows at a snail's pace, but you know what? I'm proud of each and every one of those subscribers because they choose to be on my channel. You know what I mean?
Right.
I could buy
Yeah.
subscribers for the optics too, but I'm not fooling anyone but myself. And
And
at the end of the day,
glitter,
I have to live with myself.
and for glitter, just so you know, if you don't know what we're talking about, there are websites that you can go on and buy followers. You can buy viewers for live chats. You can do all of that. You can buy subscribers, which adds to your count. There is no way that thing had almost 5,000 people on her channel. She's full of shit.
Yeah, absolutely
She
not.
did not have
She's
that
been
many.
trying to do like
She
media
bought
for a
them.
long time and
Mhm.
failing. She was
And we're not
blogging.
hating on
She
her. We're
admitted
just
to it.
stating the truth.
It's the
Right.
truth. And they're
Yeah,
cheap.
She
It's
admitted to
cheap
it on
to
Twitter.
do.
After
Yeah,
I
she
put
did
out the
it.
pictures,
Yep.
after I posted those for
Yep.
proof, that's when she wanted to keep it real. But before that, she was hitting me up trying to give me advice on social media. That makes no
On how
sense
to
at
grow
all.
your platform. That my
Yeah,
brain exploded with that one. Like, what? What? I
that's that.
cannot.
Yeah, glitter.
Cindy,
She's
you
not
have
as
the best
popular.
memory.
She made it sound to glitter, I'm sure, that like she's this big YouTuber or like has this great career going on YouTube. I'm telling you, I would
That's
be
fine.
honestly surprised in all of these years if she was able to get and keep 1,000 subs. There's no way it was 5,000. No way.
That's hilarious. Well, all she
No.
did was copy whatever YouTuber was being nice to her at the time. If she was
Yep.
watching me or saying that she affiliate with me, she would be copying all the topics I talked about. Then when she went over to save Robbie, she started copying everything that he spoke about.
Yep.
Now
Mhm.
she's
And
just
she
all over the
immediately
place.
turned on you. You know, when she turned on you, immediately went to somebody she knew disliked you. And now I question that whole thing with the picture and being a good human being and telling him about a picture that he confirmed wasn't his genitals anyway.
Yeah,
I
she was just trying
now,
to get close to him.
yeah, I think that was all staged, in my opinion,
She
for the
probably
sole
sent it out.
purpose of, right, probably got a stock photo from Cornhub and, you know, like set up that whole situation. That's just my conspiracy theory, because now I know how she
No, I think
works.
she did.
I don't
You know what I
care.
mean? Mm-hmm.
I think she did it 100%. How many sock accounts she got caught with?
Oh my gosh.
Having
Any-
conversations with herself in her comment section, talking about, girl, I love you, Lolly Collie, Molly
Yep.
Holly,
Yep.
laziest ass sock accounts I ever saw in my fucking life.
Every
Tira's number
single
one
one.
fan. When I saw that account, I fell out. Like, girl, nobody knows who you are. You have number one fan. Get the man.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah. The president of Tira's fan club.
yes. The
was
delusions
her.
of grandeur. Make it at least appear real. Like, shit, bro. Like, what are we doing? I can't.
Nasty as hell. That definitely 100% was her. She ain't got caught too many times with those sock
She
accounts.
did. She did. We still
Commenting
have the
on shit.
screenshots of all of those conversations she would have with herself. You're hurting comments from your sock accounts. Like, I would be embarrassed. Like, girl, I'm sorry, but that's embarrassing. You know what I mean? Like, you're faking engagement and from the laziest sock accounts. They all,
Yes.
one had a green eyeshadow look, just one eye. The other one, Lolly Collie. Then Molly Holly had a blue eyeshadow look with just the eyes showing. Like, girl.
Crazy. Not much
My
of a
God.
That
difference.
is the best.
Yes.
It was so obvious.
Or the fake stuff just to make herself seem like she's more important
Yes.
than she actually
Yes.
is.
Exactly. And I
It's all about that power. It's how they feel, like their power, like they need that.
It's
yes.
crazy. That's very sad.
Yeah, I have all those screenshots too of all the sock accounts.
Lolly, collie, folly,
Crazy.
anything that ends in a like a because we know the way that she spells and we know the way that she speaks, and it was beyond obvious. Like, not all of your subscribers, Sarah, like that are like wanting to watch you are gonna be Lolly Collie, Molly Holly. Like, every one of them was like that. It was the crazy. Come on, girl. She
Crazy.
needed engagement. So she made
Yeah,
up TikTok accounts and talked to herself.
that's what she would do. That or just troll and be disgusting to somebody,
Correct.
try to get them to respond.
And the way she came at you and the things that she said about you, disgusting. So you are the perfect one to speak on just how nasty that thing
Yeah,
can
she's
be.
foul.
She is.
Just because I didn't want to talk to her no more.
Yup. Mm-hmm.
Because I found her to be real nasty. And then when I heard that Save Robbie joint too, I was like, hey, yo, that's crazy. Why
Save
she
Robbie.
contacted this dude?
Save
Like,
Robbie is the
nasty.
only reason she got into an apartment, because he asked his subs and posted everywhere basically, and Natasha Cooper, and they got her quite a few $1,000 to get herself into an apartment, and look where she is now. Still
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, God don't like ugly.
Mm-mm. You are so
You
right.
move that
I
way.
don't like ugly. No, he don't.
Yeah, she's disgusting. Straight nasty. Just a weirdo.
I know.
Never changed.
And to make it so obvious, like, yeah, buying subs, it's like so fake. You could buy, I don't know how, I just know that it's cheap. For like $10 you can get, I don't know, 50, 100 subscribers, whatever. And that's what she was doing. And you can tell because it would always be like in 20 increments.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hey, feel the love. What's up, girl?
Buying
I'm
subs
trying
is
to
a
show
waste
you
of
guys
time.
screenshot, and I kicked myself. Why does it keep doing that?
Something was on
no.
the screen.
She can't handle anybody calling her
I know.
out. Nobody.
Whatever. No. They're all pussies,
Buying
and they never
subs.
leave their own like little safe spaces.
Nope.
She made it seem like she was super tough, like super
I
thugged
know.
out gangster.
She ain't shit.
Well,
She ain't
Glitter
shit.
asked her. Glitter was driving down to the Eagle where Tira hangs out and letting her know, because Tira before that had said that Glitter knew where she was and that she ain't seen her. So when Glitter pulled up a few times, Tira's nowhere to be found, and then makes a short like, "Good luck finding me."
Wow.
My God.
That's what the super thug does.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Disappear.
Glitter.
About it.
Yes. And Glitter.
Crazy.
I mean, oh my God. Her own daughter, tried to help Tira too. And now what are you going to do? Or Glitter's daughter's in her 20s. And now this girl has also tried to step to Tira, and Tira ran. So she's some big bad thug, right? As a gang member. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
She's a clout chaser, man. She's
That's it.
blatantly a clout chaser. If she had the resources, she would be flying to other countries, making a mockery out of herself on a live stream for views. I truly believe that's the type of level she's on. Anything for clout. If it gets any kind of attention, she's already banned on YouTube. Not really even supposed to be on here. Don't
Correct.
matter how many accounts she makes. If it gets to a certain point, they're going to delete it automatically.
You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. She should not be here right now, which is why she had to use her friends. I don't know if she tried to use her sons or whatever to be able to monetize a channel or put it in their name. So that way she would be
Yeah.
able to. So
Her
she,
channel is in Glitter's name. Glitter is BX, Glitter in the chat. Her channel, that
What?
the TV one, is in Glitter's name. Yes.
She can remove that whenever she wants. Then
I know. Yep.
Glitter, do it, girl. Do it.
So okay, well, actually, let me ask BX. She doesn't have access to the email. And she said whenever she tries to recover it or whatever, it's going to be sent to an email that only, I'm assuming, Tira has access to. So what should she do?
I would say try to report her email wise. You might be able to get a new password and kick her out. Right?
Yeah.
Especially if that's like under your name. You definitely could do that, or just contact YouTube directly. It might take like maybe a few days, but they'll be able to resolve that fairly easily.
And say you want your name removed from that channel because her name. So if Glitter, her name, her whatever email, she now has another channel, and that'll fall back on her. If that channel gets banned, it's still linked to Glitter. Am I right, BX?
Yeah, it will fall
So at
back
least,
on the
yeah, she
Goblin,
should
not
get her
Glitter.
name. Oh, okay. Okay.
Then she wouldn't get in trouble.
Oh,
Unless
okay,
she
good.
wants to eventually start a YouTube channel or something along those lines. And
Yeah, she
it's
has a
connected.
YouTube channel.
Oh,
She's
then
uploading on now.
is she monetized?
No, not yet.
No.
All right, then yeah, you should handle that before monetization comes into play.
Yes. Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Because if they ban her and she gets it monetized and it's through your information, then 100% they'll connect it all, and then you won't be able to ever monetize on your channel.
Yep. It'll fall back on you.
Yeah, Glitter, you
Yeah,
got to
should
do
handle
that.
that
Just
immediately.
tell them if she took your freaking identity and you want that,
You just want it
your
removed.
identity
You
back.
want yours removed. That's all. I'm not trying to be grimy. So people be like, oh my God, they're trying to take her income and all this stuff. Like, no, but it falls back on Glitter. She started a channel. She did her first live. She posts videos and shorts, and it is in her name. If that channel gets banned or any like struck or whatever, it's legally in her name. So it falls back on Glitter. So she has the right to remove her name. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly that.
I would
seen that
just
she said
report
something
it
about the
as
email
stolen
too.
identity and just say, listen, I don't know the email. I don't know. And if they need proof of you, Glitter, you could probably just send them in your driver's license or something showing that it's you and your name. And then Tira will have to prove that it's actually her, because you cannot steal identity like that. You just can't.
It seems like because I'm reading the chat, I think she said that she changed the email, which is why she can't access it. If she changed the email and now the email is like whatever weirdo email that the
Then you're
Goblin's
good.
running,
Then you're good.
You got nothing to worry about.
Yeah. As long as it's not in your name, Glitter, then don't worry about it. Whatever she does with that channel, I just didn't want it to fall back on you having your government name or, you know what I mean? Because it can affect your channel in the future, wherever you decide to take your channel, and it shouldn't fall back on you. But if she's removed you from the account, then that's on her. Then that's on her. Let her do
And
her.
I think Glitter would do very well. She's extremely likable, unlike Tira. Therefore, if she wanted to eventually do something like real serious with her channel and get monetized, I think she would be able to do so pretty quickly,
I agree.
So I would do that, Glitter. Just you got to get it out. Oh, you've reported it for impersonation? And would they say? Oh,
so it's under the government name.
See, it's under her government name. See, that's the problem. That is still under your government name. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
it might be good as long as the email and phone numbers changed, then it has no connection.
Do you have?
Because anyone can change their name to whatever.
That's true.
Give us social security number.
Yeah, I don't think her social would be connected.
No, because I didn't have to give my social when I made my channel. I just had to put my name and
No, I know
she should be good. She should be
when we
good.
make the channel, but when we apply for monetization, don't you have to give
Well, then,
Yeah.
yeah, Tiara will never be able to apply for monetization on that
Oh
channel.
yeah, that's when monetization, right? But yeah.
Okay.
Especially if she don't got her social, she should be good.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Better. Thank
Yeah.
God. Because Lord only knows what she would do if you gave her that. And I get it, man. You wanted to help someone you thought was a friend in a bad situation. I would do the same. And I've tried to help Tara before. I have. And then she just wouldn't, like, it was better for her, I guess. She felt monetarily if she went after Cindy and I endlessly,
Yep.
and it was nonstop, y'all.
It was nonstop. Like, and the thing is that channel's deleted. So all the videos she made, all of
Yes.
the shorts and the community posts, it was endless for no reason. For no reason, because
Yeah,
I
see
tried to
that.
give her the benefit of the doubt and like say, okay, she's flawed, but she's a human being. And then she goes and starts talking about me when I was doing bad in my time in my life and all that. And then talking about me behind the scenes, all the nasty shit she does behind the
And
scenes.
defending a bitch
she's
that came from
foul.
my child.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that
Mhm.
recorded. So she could have deleted that channel to whatever, and I still had that recorded.
Mhm.
So,
And calling us putas sucias and calling JJ a fake Puerto Rican
yeah.
when you're trying to be Puerto Rican and you're using Spanish words and all this stuff, but yet you're calling JJ a fake Puerto Rican when that is
My
actually
blood
her
says I'm
heritage.
What
Puerto
the fuck?
Rican.
How
Right.
can you
Yes.
call
That's
someone who's
crazy.
Puerto Rican a fake Puerto Rican
She
when you're
told
not?
her that. She told her that. She called
That
her
is
that.
wild.
Wow.
Dead
You
ass
can't
called
say
her
that
that.
when someone had a whole song dedicated to how Puerto Rican they was.
I know, right? I know. And
That is
people
crazy.
think like when I say like the Puerto Rican JJ play thing, like I made that up. No, real did, and it
It's
was a
real.
song, and
That
I
shit's had me
love that
cracking up.
song.
Puerto
Even
Yeah,
Rican
though
that
the only
song.
song
JJ.
I love
Oh,
is
yes, that song was a banger. It's
it
yo, it was in my head. I would sing it all the time. It was catchy as hell.
Dead ass.
Yes, Real had that, man. He did with the music.
Yeah.
Like he was a character for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's entertaining for sure.
Yes, and even when I didn't like him, when we were going head to head, I would even tell him I like my Puerto Rican JJ song, man. Just sing it.
Dead ass.
Yep.
That dude is funny. But the
He was.
goblin is not. She
No,
is nasty.
absolutely not.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
horrible. That's horrible. She did that to
Cindy, can
Lady
you
Di.
explain this to be
Yes. So
You
there's
said what?
I'm gonna explain to you. There's a person named Lady Di, right? And she's not a content creator. She's a subscriber who has had opinions that T-Rex and her peoples don't like the opinions, right? Because you have to kiss their butt and. So
Crazy.
Lady Di was unfortunately, her ex was abusive to her, domestically and all this stuff. She's no longer with him. Tira said on someone else's panel that the ex was emailing her and she refused
Wow.
to give the emails. And somebody else named Amanda also said she got emails from the abusive ex and she deleted them. But Tira used it as dangling it like a carrot. I got these emails from your ex when,
That's disgusting.
Lady Di has said, he was abusive to her. And there's a lot in that story. I watched a short from Lady Di and it broke my heart. You know what I mean? So I think this is what I'm talking about. But we shouldn't put it past her because she's the one that outed Coley's DV situation and put her in harm because she's still with that man. So you put her in
Wow.
direct harm's way by outing it. A friend, an ex-friend of Coley's disclosed that to Tira privately. Tira took to YouTube to come and disclose it, putting
See?
somebody in harm, in direct harm. So this is like on par with her. You know what I mean? She gives no fucks about anyone else. But we're
I had
supposed
that
to bend the
feeling.
knee. Mm-hmm.
I had that feeling when she was like trying to pry into for personal information. That's not
She
the
says
person
she's
you tell
keeping it
stuff
to
to.
Oh my
use if she
God, I
ever needs
remember that.
info.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Remember when she
Wow.
was on panel and like you kept saying I don't want to talk about it and like
That's
she just
what
wouldn't
I was saying.
stop.
Yes. Yes,
BX,
I
Like I
remember
could.
that pissed me off because you had just went
that.
through some traumatic crap. and she was trying to force you to talk about it. Like if she was your ride or die, like she had known you forever, and it was weird. It was weird.
It was mad weird.
And y'all
Yeah, it
that
was so
don't
weird.
know, Tira wanted to interview BX on her channel, and BX graciously uh, accepted, and he went on her channel, and behind Tira, she had like I don't know, was it on the wall? She had like
It was
one of
weird.
those like things where I have them even in my office talking
Like a
about
push pin board. Yeah.
yeah, like a
Yeah.
push board, and
Yes.
she had
Yes.
BX's name on it, and I'm like, damn,
Yes, she did.
this
Yes, she did.
somebody crushing on BX.
She
She
went
did, and
all
that's
out.
why when I did the interview with BX, I put the pink heart with BX's name, like, because to commemorate that special occasion. Like, girl, what the hell?
Right. Parried it.
Weirdo energy, bro. But we're the weirdos. Like, you can't make this shit
She
up.
looked thirsty, and she sounded thirsty. Like,
Well, why
girl,
do you guys think that she hates me so much?
because you're close to BX, and that's the way that
Because
she
me and
would.
him have both supported each other for
Yes.
years, and that's what she wanted. Well,
Right.
she wanted way more.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
yeah, she envied that shit. She wanted that. Well, she saw it as like a helping hand. Like she wanted to use BX.
It was transactional. It
100%.
was transactional. Yeah, definitely. And
Yes.
the relationship that you have built was built gradually by respecting personal boundaries. And that is how it should be, right? A friendship or relationship, whatever, you support each other organically, gradually, where he gets to see who you are. You know what I mean? You're not trying to force feed him that you're a good person, you're a down ass bitch. Like, he got to see you in who you were by years of supporting him and respecting his boundaries, and vice versa.
Well,
Or-
People
people with
want
the
instant
goblin,
gratification.
they want that instant gratification.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, she wanted me to save her failed
Yes.
career. That's
Mm-hmm.
what she wanted. To lift her up so she could have some kind of success on YouTube.
Yeah, for people that don't know, Tira was like, what was she, like a kind of celebrity news vlogger? And
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she
always
was.
tried this shit.
And y'all, I saw like her, because it's still there. I mean, her celebrity news Twitter or whatever, and the way she spoke was so unprofessional for somebody who was trying to become like this big celebrity blogger or whatever she was
Because
doing.
she's ratchet as fuck. She can't
Oh, it
hide
was so
that.
bad.
weird.
It was so bad though. Like, she was fighting with people endlessly. Look, in my serious business, I don't fight with anybody. I won't bother. It's like, go away. You ain't messing with my money, but this is not money to me. I've never monetized my channel, and I don't think that I will, because I would want to take it a whole lot more seriously. When it comes to money, I take it serious. I do.
And I get that. And I
Well,
think that I've made a lot of mistakes on my channel, right? Like, when I first started, it's so funny because I used to say a lot in the beginning before I actually started doing content. I wanted my channel to be from the view of a subscriber. Like, that was where I got my views from, somebody that
oh,
would sit back and watch from the perspective of a subscriber and saw all the infighting and all the things between creators, and really it made me sad as a subscriber, because you get to know creators, you support them, and then creators that are cool, they fall out, and then you're like a kid that their parents got divorced, which parent is getting custody of me? It's very similar to that, and it continues to happen. So as a person, I had to grow and realize to keep boundaries, not to create these parasocial relationships with every creator I support. There are some creators that I do call friends now, but again, that was built over time. So my channel, I don't delete anything off my channel, even though some of the things I am not proud of, like when I came and I would rant and every other word was a F-bomb. I'm not proud of that, but it also shows my progression on YouTube, and I'm not a fraud, and I just feel like for me, deleting it off my channel doesn't show an accurate depiction of my growth and my
No, you
progression
don't
on
delete
YouTube.
anything. You never
I
delete.
don't delete
Nope.
anything off my channel. And that's why I try to sit back. I don't use my community tab as my personal diary because I don't want to have to go back and delete it.
Oh,
I try
I
to
do.
use it for the intended. No, and I'm not right. And I'm not shit talking you, but I
When
try
I
to
can't
think
go
in that way.
live, I'm like, oh, bitch. Let's go.
No, and I get it to get your point across, right? But I
Yeah.
try to refrain from that because I have grown. I have learned things on YouTube. I'm still me. My personality is still me. I'm not a fraud. I'm not phony.
No, you're not.
I try to be kind to people. That's just who I am, like at heart. It hurts me to come full force at people. It takes a lot for me to come full force at people.
Yeah.
And I still stand by that. Anything I've said in those moments of anger, I've cried on
Same.
YouTube. I've been livid on YouTube. I've been vulnerable on YouTube. So my channel may not ever grow unless I remove everything and, like filter my channel and cleanse my channel. But I won't ever do that. I just, it's not genuinely who I am.
You can still
You know what I
grow.
mean? Yeah, and I'm growing slowly, and I'm thankful for that. I take a lot of people on YouTube, I equate them to the undecided voter, right? It's just like that. They'll unsubscribe, then resubscribe, then unsubscribe, then resubscribe, and it fluctuates like that for me all the time. But I want people to make their choice. This is who I am. I'm gonna say things you don't like, but I'm not forcing you to be here. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna change I can't be a chameleon. I can't change to what people want. I can't move that way. You know what I
We
mean?
had fun
So
on your channel,
yeah,
even when we were bitching people out. We had
yeah,
fun.
it is fun. It's cleansing. It's cleansing to get those damn feelings out.
Well, this is why you're such a good balance for people like me and JJ, and
Yes.
you and BX both, because you
Mhm.
guys show like an amazing restraint that I think sometimes me and JJ can be very reactionary and pop
Correct.
off, and then maybe a day later be like, I probably shouldn't have done that.
Yes, or maybe I shouldn't have come as hard or whatever,
Mhm.
Yeah, Bliss and I are like that. Well,
Yeah, but Bliss and JJ have also helped me, BX. They've helped me to be more assertive. I've shared that I have extreme childhood trauma, right? And in
Okay.
having childhood trauma, I was always taught to keep your mouth closed. I was also raised,
Oh,
I was born in 1975. So in the 80s and 90s, what happened in your home stayed in your home. You know what I
yes.
mean? Like,
yeah.
you didn't tell people what was going on. Like, my mother always told me, what happens in this house stays in this house. So it was ingrained in me not to defend myself, which was a weird thing because my mom, if we went out and had a fight and we didn't fight or we lost, she was going to take us out, make us fight in front of her. And if we were scared, she was going to whip our asses. So it was that kind of, you got to defend yourself to strangers, but you know what I mean? You got to put up with the trauma and behind closed
In the
doors.
house.
Yeah, and that became a thing for me. Even as an adult, I didn't stick up for myself. And
No,
meeting
you didn't.
JJ and Bliss, they helped me so much. Cindy, you have the right to stick up for yourself. You have the right to share your opinions, whether people are not going to like them. So we do balance each other out. Sometimes I'm like, maybe you guys can wait a minute, wait a day, and see if you feel like that tomorrow. And sometimes they're like, Cindy, F that, address that shit. When I tell them I feel like addressing it, I'm second guessing myself. They're like, Cindy, you have the right to stand up for yourself. You have the
You
right to give
do.
your
Wow.
opinions. So we balance each other out, and I'm eternally grateful for them. They're my friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
real
we don't
friends.
always agree, but we're solid. We're solid no matter what, and I
That's what's up.
appreciate them.
I think
I
that
do.
is what a lot of people hate. Because I'll
Yep.
tell you, they tried so hard for years, like telling Cindy, oh, JJ said this, shit that wasn't even true.
Yeah.
They would tell me, Cindy's doing this,
Yeah.
behind your back. And it was like, and there was one time no, there was one time I was told, I think it was the same time actually. So I should just consider it one time. They were telling me all kinds of things about Cindy and why I should just not speak to her anymore.
Yeah.
And I remember being in the airport and I got a call about it. And I'm like, listen, because I was in New York and I just hung out with Cindy.
We had just hung out, BX. We had spent the day together. We had an amazing time. She went to a family wedding, and they're
Yeah.
bombarding her at a wedding with bullshit about
Wow.
me. Right
Yeah.
after we had
That's
spent the
crazy.
day together and went live, we had an amazing time.
Yep.
It
They told
was
me that
crazy.
Cindy was still, she was using. There's no way that she's in
Yeah.
recovery.
Yep.
There's, all of these things. And I'm like, and they got, I noticed the difference when I said, well, I'm going to talk to Cindy first. I'm just going to ask her, outright ask her. They got so upset that I wanted to ask my friend what the hell is going on. And
Wow.
that to me was like immediate, it clicked. It's like, wait a minute, you guys
Yep.
want me to be upset with her. Like,
Yeah,
this
they
is,
Yep.
wanted me to be blocked,
yep,
removed from Discord, and
yes,
ostracized by all of them.
correct.
And JJ was the
Mhm.
holdout. JJ was the holdout. And JJ would always come to me and be like, Cindy, can I ask you a question? And you tell me honestly. And I was always like, definitely. What?
Yes,
Shoot. And she would
yes,
always ask me, and I would tell her straight up. You know what I mean? And then after that happened, where JJ was so upset, she was in tears, and it broke my heart.
it was.
And I would start going to JJ preemptively, like showing her things. Like when my ex would be, when he would videotape me when I was sleeping, I would send her the videos, or the crazy messages he would send me, I would send them to her, just because I was so tired of people doubting me and doubting my recovery and
Mhm.
doubting the madness that I was dealing with. Because it was, and a lot of the stories were so wild. I can understand people thinking they're far-fetched, right? But when you live with an active addict, that it's madness. It's madness every day. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
so I
Mm.
started showing JJ, and she'd be like, Cindy, you ain't got to show me this. And I was like,
No,
and
I
I would
didn't.
cry, like, yeah, I need to show you. I need somebody to believe me.
Oh, I
You know what I
believe you.
mean?
I
No,
saw
no,
it.
I
I
know.
believe you. But
And so,
they don't
yeah,
like that. They don't like people that are close or that stay friends. They don't like people that would confront things head on instead of just talking shit behind people's backs. Like
yeah.
people like that, they don't like it. And Tara don't like it either.
Tara does
Mm-mm.
not like it
Yeah.
because she
Nope.
started
No,
going at me saying, Chris, you'll never be the BFF to JJ that Cindy is, and I'm just waiting for the epic fallout. And yeah,
No,
yeah. And that's not a
absolutely.
thing.
That's not
That'll
going to
never
I don't
happen.
happen.
believe it because
That's
they
some
don't have
hating
real
ass shit.
friends.
That's not going to
Yeah.
happen. When you have real
No.
friends and you love people, you discuss things and you work it out. You don't
Yeah.
hit the live button and start yelling at them.
No. So
That
our
doesn't help
duo became a
anything.
trio, and they're so mad about that shit. They're so mad
I
about that
know
shit.
they're so
Right.
mad, and I'm like, I don't care. Bring in a fourth or a fifth if they're good people.
Right.
We have some people behind the scenes that we don't talk about publicly
Yes.
because I
Yes.
don't want to put them in the line of
Yes.
fire, but
Yep.
I trust them
No.
just as much as I trust Bliss and Cindy, just as
Yep.
much. But
But
we
we
don't.
That's
protect
what's
them
up.
because we know
Yes.
that just being cool with Cindy, JJ, and Bliss gets them shit. People will DM them, questioning them. Why are you cool with them? It's weird. So
Mhm.
Right.
not to put them through that, which is kind of messed up. You know what I mean? That people do that.
Oh
You know
my
how many
God,
people
yes.
BX have gotten emails or DMs? Why do you support Selfie and JJ and Bliss? And it's crazy. It's insane. It's intrusive. So we try to safeguard people because they shouldn't have to go through that. You know what I mean? Like Bliss is a creator now. She has a platform where she can share. These people are not creators. You know what I mean?
Or
And even the ones that are creators we're cool with, we're gonna protect them because we know how these people get down. So, and I'm sorry, we
that's
went on a
good.
whole tirade, BX. Sorry
I
about
know
I
that.
we
ain't
did.
mad at it, man. It was inspirational. I think that
Thank
everybody
you.
needed to hear that, to know that there's people on here that's not disgusting or
Yes,
nasty, and that you can find a friendship.
you
That's pretty
can.
Yeah,
cool.
You can.
Exactly, and that's why they can't wrap their heads around it because they've never had that.
Right.
Right.
exactly.
But they've been foul, or and listen, I've befriended some people before that have absolutely stabbed me in the back big time when I don't want to ever be like that to anybody. I know how it feels. It sucks. I don't want to
Yeah.
ever do that to anybody. So I will go to whoever it is, whether it's Cindy, whether it's Bliss, whether it's the other friends, and say, listen, this is the way I'm feeling. You said something that, made me feel a certain, you just talk it out. And a lot of times it's just a misunderstanding. Doesn't need to
Right.
turn into something crazy. And I'm not willing to lose awesome friends for a misunderstanding. I'm just not.
Or for content, like the people that
Right.
just hit live, and that's
Mhm.
gross. Or the people that are
That's
like,
just ego.
why didn't Bliss or Cindy call JJ out when she blew up? How the fuck do you know that I didn't say something to her privately?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
Because I'm
Cindy
gonna
will always tell me things
earn that
privately.
respect. Now,
Mhm.
y'all motherfuckers who just talk shit and just hate, you didn't earn that respect, so I will hit the live button.
Right,
Right.
right. We don't press live and ream each other. We'll be like, you don't think that they side eye me and they tell me privately, and I already know, like they'll let me know they're a little frustrated or upset at me, and I give them their space, and I gauge like, hey, testing the waters, and they'll let me know I'm not ready yet. You know what I mean? Like we're friends. We disagree, but we respect each other, and we're never gonna come and blast each other because that's not what friends
Never.
do. You know
I
what I
would
mean?
never. Cindy and
Yeah.
I could fall out, or Bliss could fall out tonight and completely hate each other, and I would never go live and speak a bad word about either of them
No.
because they're true friends. And when you have true friends, I think that's so grimy, to
Mhm.
do. I just think it's grimy.
I just
do
had a
too.
really good idea.
What?
I was thinking we should come on and pretend to like fucking go at each other and argue, but we should just do like a parody of it. Of
Oh,
like
that's
all the things people fucking say,
Right?
have like a
All the
mock
things,
You
all the
shouldn't have said that.
assumptions.
You shouldn't have
Yeah,
said it on
I
live,
know.
man.
We
You should
shouldn't
have.
have. Yep.
That'd have been fire.
Because BX,
No,
you know
well,
what they
no,
say?
I
That
don't
JJ
think
pays us. JJ pays us to be her
Yeah,
friend.
that's what
I
people
think
say.
it would still be funny as like a known parody though too. And honestly, I don't think I would have been able to hold out from laughing. I would have given it away.
Yeah, I would have
Yeah,
laughed too. There's no
no, I
way.
know.
There's no way.
And it would be very difficult for me to bash people that I love, or not even bash, but like make fun of things of people that I love. Now, I would laugh if they're parodying me. Like I'm all for that. Like do it
Mhm.
all day.
Well, yeah, and me
I
too.
can
And that's
laugh
why I
at
said
myself.
we should use what people have said as like the points. That way we're not
Yes.
going at each other. Like we're
That'd
pretending to
be
go at
fun.
each other. That's a little weird.
Yeah, JJ needs to
That'd be
come
fun.
on with a bottle of vodka, slurring her words.
Oh
I
my,
need to
exactly.
come.
Exactly.
I need to come on with holes in my pajamas and my hair a mess because I'm
Uh-huh.
broke and poor and shit, you know? Yeah,
I need to
exactly.
come on with like a sumo wrestler suit because I'm
Yes,
So,
fat
yes,
slob.
yes.
oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's call it a fat slob. We're
Yeah,
cool.
she's
Like
like,
we're fine
all
with that
this
person now.
female
He was mad.
bullshit.
Yes.
Damn.
It's funny. I think we should do an assumptions. I think that would be great.
Oh, that
The
would be
assumptions
cool.
made and yeah.
That would
That'd
be
be a
BX
cool
so
people make a
video.
lot of
cool.
assumptions about you too, you know?
Yeah,
And
that is
yeah, a
true.
lot of assumptions. And
A lot of
not
impersonations be horrible though.
yeah.
Yes.
I don't think
They
people
just
can
do like a
impersonate
deep
you.
voice and then
Yeah,
say, "I'm high,"
exactly.
and then that's
Yeah.
supposed to be me. That's
I know it's
crazy.
always with the weed. That's it. Like they act like they're smoking weed all day and do the deep voice. Like that is so corny and artificial. You know what I mean? Like lazy. It's just lazy.
Yeah.
Like,
True.
and it's because they don't watch you enough or they don't pay attention enough to really get the crux of your personality and who you are. It goes much deeper than that. You know what I mean?
It
Word
does.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DX, do you remember that channel? It was kind of like cartoonish, and they did like YouTuber kind of boxing matches. And it started off pretty good. Like I thought it was funny, and then they just went so downhill. That was the only thing that came close to impersonating you.
It was a cartoon. Oh, like the video game joint.
Well, there was one where a subscriber did it for you, like the video game, but there was another one back in the day where they would just parody a bunch of, it was mainly Krama, I think,
I
but they
think
would
I know what you're talking about. They
yeah,
had me
and I
dance for
think they
like 3
asked you
minutes
if
straight.
they could use your nasty song.
Yeah, and then they played it for 3 minutes straight and had
Yeah.
like a cartoon version of me
Yeah.
dancing for like 3 minutes. Yeah, it was like some Survivor type of game, right? Where fans
Yeah,
voted
yeah,
people
yeah.
off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I won that. I didn't
Yeah, I
even,
stopped watching. I don't either.
I
Yeah.
stopped for sure. I have
That's
no
what
idea.
they
Maybe I
say
won.
though. For the longest, for a few years, that's all I would hear is that, oh, well, Bliss, she's BX's #1 supporter. Like I would hear that everywhere. And I'm like, all right, well, she likes BX. What do you want me to say? But that's what they would tell me in order for me to be like, oh, well, if they didn't like BX, and when BX and I had our little thing, which y'all know I already apologized for,
Yeah, it's all
well,
good.
that was going on. They would say, "Oh, don't talk to her. She's BX's, #1 supporter or whatever." And me and Bliss, we didn't start out as friends. We did not. And now I look at her and I can't imagine her not being a friend.
JJ, I had like someone on a live go at me for like 10 minutes in the live chat going in. A lot of them were ex-BX mods though too.
Oh, there you go. Yep. They don't like him, so they're
yeah.
gonna go at
That's
you.
crazy.
And that's
And
what
I
was
was never like creepy, crazy stan, like not even close. I just ride hard for the people that I support, and I think people should. So that's all.
Word up. They was creepy and crazy. All the
Yes.
other ones, they was bugged out. The ones that was begging for my phone calls and shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're crazy.
Yes, and I could
weird.
She
never
wasn't in
understand how
there.
they see that as a negative thing, Bliss, because you
Yeah.
have supported BX for so long,
So long,
and
yeah.
they take it as a negative thing, and to me, it's a positive that it
Loyalty.
shows that BX can have longtime supporters and mods. You know what I mean? Because I never understood, and now I'll say this straight up: I will never understand people that come and do mod exposés. Like what? You know what I mean? Like as soon as you fall out, you want to come on a channel, create a channel to talk about the creator that you supported, all the things that you say they're horrible for, that you once defended them for. It reeks of insecurity and it reeks of anger because you're no longer in their circle. And
And
Yeah.
I
fake.
always look
Just
at that
fake.
like it's gross to me. You know what I mean?
That joint is corny as hell.
Yeah.
It's just an
It's
excuse
corny.
or a way to get clout.
Yes, off the
People
back
will
of somebody
attach
else who you
themselves.
just rode hard for. To me, that tells me more about them than the creator you're talking about because you have no sense of
100%.
loyalty. Even if you fell out, the first thing you do is come and air them out. And it's not even for like
Crazy.
egregious things. You know what I mean? It's for like character flaws that you feel are flaws. I'll never
that they
understand that.
supported for
Yeah,
years.
that wasn't a problem, right? And now it's like
Yeah.
a crime against humanity. It's corny to
Word.
me.
Like
Corny.
with the Orange used to say stuff like that. Like my biggest flaws was some of the stuff that she would be dying laughing at in the chat. But then
Yeah.
when it became cool to dislike me, it was like, oh, he's so mean. And he roasts people and call them nasty. And I'm like, I always did that. What you
Yep.
mean?
You didn't
That means
change.
as well.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
but
people are
they
fucking
did.
weird. That chat took me by, and listen, like nothing egregious was said about me. It was mainly like roast, which I'm typically okay with, but it came from people that I thought I was cool with. So it
Oh,
just
wow.
took me by surprise. Oh yeah. There was a couple people that, I mean, we weren't like best of friends, but we had spoken behind the scenes and shared like, videos with each other, like that kind of friendship. But it just took me by surprise. Usually I don't come out and just roast someone like that because the creator decided to go at them. Like,
Mhm.
yeah.
Was there any
And
anti-KJs?
Oh, it was all anti-KJ.
all anti, yeah.
They hate me because I won't be their
Yeah.
puppet.
I
Yeah, they
do
hate me
want to
too.
keep it real though. This person has apologized, like the creator has said, yeah, shouldn't have done that and apologize. Like I'm not holding any, like again, it was roast, whatever. But yeah, at the time it definitely took me by surprise. So
And I always find it funny when they say the anti-Katie Joy community kicked Cindy and JJ out. Thank God for small favors. The hell,
They
acting
kicked
like,
everybody out.
yeah, they acting like I got kicked out of an exclusive party that I wanted to be in, bitch.
Like it's a
I'm
club.
thankful. Yeah, like that was the biggest mistake I ever made, being in the anti-community. I didn't even know Katie Joy and the level of disdain I got for this woman. was unhealthy. You know what I mean? I removed
Yeah.
myself and nobody kicked me out. I was like, this isn't for me. That's it and that's all. You know what I mean? But pretty funny.
Anti-KJs. That's hilarious.
Yeah, people inserting themselves in lawsuits, making false declarations. Like, you think that
Word.
that's where I want to be? Like, y'all kicked me out like it's a bad thing? Shit.
Yeah,
I
there was a lot of people
counted
that
my
was just
lucky
as bad.
stars. Yes.
They were just as bad. There was like creators that hit me up when I stopped talking about Katie Joy. Like a lot of big name creators of people that's like super big now was saying how brave I was. Like, yeah, man, we wish that we could stop talking about it. And they never stopped talking about Katie Joy.
No. There's
kept
people
That's
still
hilarious.
talking about it, watching old ass streams. Like, it got really boring, to be
That
honest.
shit
And
is
people were
hilarious.
mad at BX when he stopped talking about KJ.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah,
And they did, and that's the thing, because their personal agendas and biases their needs weren't being met in that arena. But there's still quite a few content creators that cover Katie Joy. You could find your needs can be met through them, and there's a place for everything, right? Like, people do enjoy hearing about Katie Joy and the fuck shit she still does. So I don't knock creators for doing it, but it does become consuming and it takes over your life and it becomes unhealthy, in my opinion. You know, like,
yeah.
being hyper focused on the negativity of another person day in and day out, it wears on you. It wears on you, and it changes your perspective, and you kind of lose sight of what's important and reality. You know what I mean? YouTube should never become our reality.
Well, that aspect of it is, I wouldn't mind that. I think with Katie Joy, it just got too personal for me.
It did. Yes.
Because that
I
was like an
agree.
actual beef between me and her. Like,
Hell
she did
yeah.
something crazy. I responded, and then she did something even crazier.
She lied on you. She did She
Yeah,
said horrible things about you. Like, I don't
it was
forget any
nasty.
of that shit. Yeah, it
Threatened to
was
sue me on my
nasty.
birthday, all types of shit. Yeah, she was foul.
Yes.
Foul
Tried to
as
use
hell. And
another
her
black
husband threatened
man
me.
as a weapon against you. Like,
Yep.
ew, what is
It was her
wrong with
subs,
you?
too. Her subs were being really racist. I mean,
Yeah, that's facts.
and
Yes.
BX isn't
That
one
is.
to say that. Me and him both aren't one to jump to that. This was straight up just wrong.
I'm
And
fully
that's why
convinced
people
her
get
husband's
mad.
racist. I'm fully
Yeah, that's
convinced now.
I agree.
If I
Yep.
wasn't before, after I started doing a bunch of research, and I think I was the one that found the record label stuff and all the
Oh yeah. Yep. His
the
racist
symbolism
record
and shit.
label. Yep.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I
And
remember
then they
that too.
erased that, and I think she threw a barbecue for Black Lives Matter.
Oh no, not a barbecue.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I can. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I think that it did get too personal for me, though. I felt like I had to detach myself. Now I would probably cover it and not care at all.
Yeah, I think
I
you
might
could too.
cover it. Word, and it wouldn't even be personal or anything. People was
Right.
going too crazy in the anti-KJ community. Like, they wanted me to go hard on her, and I would just be like, nah, that's a little too crazy. I'm not
They
talking
did
about
though,
that.
BX.
Yeah.
They wanted you
No,
to become engulfed in it. Yeah.
Right. People would send me like her records to read on stream, and then I would turn it down and then see other creators reading her records on stream.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, reading her
Her essay report.
her R
Right.
report. Yep, that was a lot.
That was way too much. And then she had people that she was beefing in with, like, within her lore. She has like a lore of just a whole history of disgustingness and beef with different people.
Yep.
And it's like a bunch of people, those people will circle around you and try to get you down with them. And then if you're not down with them, then now they got beef with you.
Yes.
Right? It's really
Because
crazy.
you're
I was
either
watching
with
a
them or
video.
against them, right?
I mean,
It can't be
that's
that you don't want to
what
be
happened to me.
involved. Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened to me.
Shit is wild. I was watching a video recently because I'll be watching drama videos, like the ones that's like documentaries and shit. And then I watched one on Katie Joy, and then when my name popped up, I was like, "What the? I'm in the Katie Joy lore now."
Yep. You're a part of it. You're a part of it. Yep. That's crazy.
Unfortunately, yes, you speak on that woman, and listen, it's almost not even worth speaking on her because you're gonna get it from both ends. You're gonna get her subs that will defend her to no end, which sometimes I think a lot of them are her and her husband. And then you'll get the people who will only like you if you will do their bidding for them,
Right.
and that's not okay. No, like you need to actually have a problem with this stuff. Otherwise, you're not going to speak on it. And like going after,
Right.
criminal records and things like that, like that's not something I will go after unless it's been done to me. And I don't have a criminal record. So
I just feel like it's
Right.
redundant. Like she hasn't changed, and a
no.
lot of the right, have only helped her grow. It's worked against
True.
them.
Yes,
You know
yes.
what I mean? It's helped her infamy. So there comes a point when it's like, okay, it's so redundant. She just recycles the people, but her behaviors are the same. She's nasty to people. She makes up these elaborate stories on people just for views and stuff. So once you know that, there's nothing else to know, really. You know what I mean? The people, the names
Mhm.
change of the people that she's targeting, but the behaviors are the same. So it's like, okay, you
Cindy,
have to
that's
come
not
to
just
expect this.
KJ. That's all these people.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I know a
Right.
lot of us have repetitive behaviors, and that's why there's no growth. Personally, I don't mean on their channels. I mean introspectively, they have no personal growth in their character because they're not changing the behaviors. And that's one of the things you learn early on in recovery is that you can still have dry drunk syndrome. You can still have
Mm.
all the same behaviors and not be using a drug. You have to change those habits. You have to change those behaviors. You know what I mean? And people that were never addicted to drugs exhibit those same dry drunk behaviors. Their behaviors have never changed over years, the bad behaviors. And it's just like, why do I want to keep subjecting myself to their bad behaviors? The same thing. You check in today and Katie Joy is doing the same thing she was doing 4 years ago. Again, the names just change.
100%.
Well,
Yeah.
Mhm.
these people may not be addicts, Cindy, but they're definitely addicted to this kind of social media
Addict
drama.
behavior.
And
Yep.
it's not hard. I mean,
Yes.
I definitely felt the pull from it, and yeah,
Mhm.
it's not hard.
Exactly. It's quite easy actually to be like not so much enamored, but to be constantly interested in, what is going on when you've been following, a certain person or a story or whatever. It's quite easy for
I mean,
that
it's like
to
a
happen.
TV show. Like you're waiting every week
Right.
to watch the new episode.
Yes,
Become
yes,
consumed.
exactly. I've been saying that. I've been saying that forever. Like, there's, it's like to me, YouTube is almost like a reality show.
Hey,
There are
honey.
like key players and they say whatever and then you got the people who, the different sides of who supports who. It's very much so like a reality show.
True.
Hmm.
I think that people should remove themselves from the reality aspect of it, content creator wise, though.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah, I
Like,
can
there's
see
Yeah.
that.
nothing wrong with talking about reality TV shows, right? Like, that's the difference between how I cover my content now and how I covered it with Katie Joy. It was too personal between me and her, and now I don't give a damn about
That's what I was
nobody I
going to
talk
say,
about.
DX. I think you could talk about it now. Like you have such more perspective, and I think you would know how to do it now and have it not affect you in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Word up, appreciate that. I think I
Yes,
might start talking about it again.
you put me on to an entirely different community that I actually watch all the time now. And it was, do you remember Jasmine Dukes? My Jazzy
Jasmine
Life?
Dukes. Oh, the mommy vloggers.
Yes. Like that whole like sector. Oh my God. Oh my God.
She's got her
Y'all
channel
think
back
that
too.
like 90 Day is bad or like anti-KJ is bad? Holy hell.
Oh,
Get
those
over
people are
there.
grimy. Yeah, they're grimy as
Yeah,
fuck.
it's
Oh
I
my
crazy.
got
gosh.
what was her name, BX? That they took her off of YouTube. I really liked her too.
You talking about my friend Paris?
Yes, Paris. Yes.
Yeah, that was a real one. That was a real. I'm kind
Yeah.
of still pissed about her not having a channel right now. Like I wish she would like get lawyers or something and get her channel back, man. She was so dope. That's why they hated her. She was raw
Yeah.
as hell.
Usually what happens, people get jealous.
I remember they tried to threaten her. Like the mommy vloggers sent one of their goons to go talk to her. And she was like, yeah, I'm on the phone with your mom. I'm on my way right now. And Paris is like, I'm next month, mom. I wish you would walk to this store.
Wow.
I wish you would. Please do. That girl was so terrified. And so they had to get Paris off of her, man. She was too real.
Oh my
I still
God.
want to do a show with her. We were supposed to do a podcast.
I know.
Like,
And
right
that
before
she
that
got
happened.
taken down. Yeah.
Yeah. That shit was gonna be so fire. But 100% she delved into that same world of the mommy vloggers to where they personally had beef with her and was doing nasty things to get her out of here, and they did.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Word up. Keisha Anderson, nasty ass.
Oh my God, Keisha.
Oh God.
That she's her and her man. Oh my God.
Jeremy,
That's the
chicken
lady that
sandwich.
had the storage
Jeremy,
unit
I think the
as
only
her
thing
office,
he's able
right?
to do is provide
Yeah.
honestly.
The wigs on
And
the
like
floor.
the wigs on the floor, hair pieces on the floor and shit.
Yup.
Nice. 100%.
Yup.
Now she's
Oh my
doing
God.
real estate.
You got to change the name
Wow.
of the title to this because we can get into
I
our
know.
part two. That's all right.
I don't care. Listen, if something like this ever comes up, I don't care who, like, I'll always let anyone up who wants to talk about any. It's not just
Yeah,
'cause
this
it's
is what I needed
love
more
the
than
ex,
reading the
not just 'cause,
comments.
Roddy
Yeah.
could have came in and been like, hey, some fuck shit happened last night with Coley and I need to tell you all about it. And I'm like, all right, come on up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think this is what I actually needed today instead of reading the comments. You know what I mean? I had a bad morning and I appreciate this panel a lot. I really do. So things happen the way they're supposed to happen, I believe. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and I'm just a go with the flow kind of person. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So sorry, all you
Nothing wrong with
bushwatchers.
I know.
Waiting for us
Here,
to like.
I know
roast
one's
somebody.
probably screen recording on her hard drive right now.
Girl.
Oh yeah, it's going on the hard drive, girlfriend. You know,
You said the hard drive?
they're
Do I
Yes,
waiting
know who you
for a
talk
ma'am.
about?
response, sweetheart.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
who she's talking
something
about.
else. Something
Yes.
else we're not going to discuss just yet because
Nope.
something else happened, and yeah, it's going to be addressed. But they're just going to have to.
Oh, it's going to be addressed.
Oh,
You're
it's.
still threatening people with the hard drive? That's crazy.
I don't know.
Yep.
That's just my
Hard drive,
fallback
tell
whenever
me.
I talk about her, honestly, because it was just so ridiculous, that statement.
Getting
Too
involved in
much.
shit that has nothing to do with her.
Yep.
And she doesn't
Yeah.
even know what happened, wasn't there, but she wants to speak on situations like she knows. So we're
She
going to
don't
do
know
a history
shit.
lesson, right? Because I'm not going to allow anybody to rewrite history. Because one thing I have is a great memory. I have a
And I
great
have
memory.
receipts.
Yes. And we have receipts. So I'm going to go back. It's going to take me a little bit of digging to put it all together, but we're going to do this organized, right?
I
We're not
have
going to be
receipts.
reactionary. So,
I've
but we're
got
going to address it.
receipts.
Yeah, we're going to address it because you're talking about me and mine. So when you talk about me and mine, I don't even care talking about me. But when you talk about mines and then you want to change shit around and act like you were there, like you were part of it, you made yourself a part of it. So now, hard
Now
drive queen,
Welcome to the shit
I'm
show,
gonna,
girl.
yeah.
Now
Mhm.
you get what you get and don't get upset. Isn't that what they tell you in kindergarten? So stop fucking with people, man. You decided to do a whole ass stream, so don't worry, honey. We ain't even gonna give you a chance to know. It could be in a week from. It could be in a month from. It could be tomorrow.
Yep.
You don't
worry about it, and you should be worried about it. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
Yeah,
She
because
gonna
I
do a
got
video with the hard drive.
DMs, all kinds of shit that I'm gonna be showing to show. Because I'm not a liar. Right?
No, you're
I've
not.
never came up here and said I was innocent. I didn't engage with people in the back and forth. But I never deserved my children being spoken about.
Absolutely
Ever. I've never spoken about anybody's children. I would never disrespect somebody's children because I think their mother's a bitch on YouTube. So I'm not going to allow people to talk about my kids and switch it around and act like it's a level playing field. talk about me all day. There's
Right.
plenty for you
I
to
don't
talk
mess
about
with
that I've
kids,
said
man.
on YouTube. But when you try to make this excuses for the vile, disgusting shit that was said about my kid while you tried to stuff flowers up my butt, okay, girl, I
Yup.
got you. I got you. We're gonna do a thorough timeline and refresh memories going all into 2025, bitch.
And they
That's what
need
we
to
doing.
remember they started it. We didn't. I asked a
Nope.
simple question and I was given an answer, and that was that. But you know, if you're gonna make your whole effing live about bullshit that you don't even know about because you weren't there,
Right.
we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna
Listen,
Mhm.
my
prove.
whole thing is this is the only thing I'm going to say about it until we actually do a stream about it. I'm really
Mhm.
sick of the whole ancient history comment.
Yeah. Yeah.
This fucking bitch. I'm sorry. I really can't stand hard
That
drive.
was
I
coming.
really
I knew it.
dislike her to my core. She's just
Mhm.
always putting her nose everywhere where it doesn't fucking
It
belong.
doesn't belong. It has
Even
nothing to
told
do
the-
with her.
All right, never mind. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
fuck
But
it.
we're gonna handle that. We're gonna do it in
Yes.
in a way that we won't omit anything. Um, we're gonna
Nothing.
show the whole timeline because people wanna twist the timeline instead of all it took was I'm sorry for that bullshit.
Yep.
That's all it would have taken. You know what I mean? That's it. And my video wouldn't have come out. None of
Yeah.
that. I
That
wanted
was
to
the
do this
same with
Yeah,
behind the
they need to
scenes.
stop underestimating our receipt game because
Yeah.
Hey,
we may not
Yes.
Yes.
all
Yes.
be good
Yes.
at like everything, but I definitely have a lot of unorganized fucking receipts. Cindy has her fucking memory, like again, history buff.
I know.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
JJ, I'm sure she got receipts too,
I
and she's
keep
got
a
the math.
lot. I learned to keep a lot. So these
Yeah.
bitches are gonna eat their words because I've got it. I've
Oh,
got
and one
it.
more thing.
So,
My old Samsung Galaxy phone that I still have, I'm working on getting back into my Twitter.
Woo, we need that,
Yeah.
girl. We
Yeah,
need.
because those DMs are going to be everything. So
Yep.
that's what we're going
uh-oh.
to do. We're working on that to get back into my Twitter because people think that because I couldn't get back into my Twitter because I was done with Twitter, I'm working on getting into that to show those DMs, to show there were conversations behind the scenes and just to show people again, we're not fucking liars. So
no.
you want to come and
Mm.
tell a story instead of accepting responsibility. I said some old bullshit. There was no reason to do it. That was grimy. Punto y final. It would have
Mm-hmm.
been a wrap.
Yep.
But since you
Yep.
want to play victim and bring out the fucking violins and the orchestra, oh, poor me, woe me. I, bitch.
And bringing
I.
out somebody that didn't even know what went on as your
Mm-hmm.
manager, like, shut up.
Manager?
Manage
Also,
these.
shut
Manage
up.
these.
Yes, manage these, right?
They got
Like,
a manager?
Hard drive queen is a manager now.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, you're gonna
oh,
like this. Yep.
baby. Poor
Like managing the
Betsita.
YouTubers?
Poor Betsita.
Yeah, yeah.
How many subs
Uh-huh.
they got? Wait.
Yeah.
Not
Oh
many.
Mm-hmm.
wow.
Not many, honey. Like a normal, what is it? What has she got? Probably.
Like 4,000?
Yeah, but I could do that too, BX. Had I, came on my channel and just did makeup and nails, right? And did all my dirty shit elsewhere, I could have 4,000
Mhm.
subscribers too. You know what I
Uh,
mean? I could if I kept my channel pristine and all the nasty shit I do it on other people's panels and other people's chats. I could be there too, but I'm not about deleting shit. I'm not about being fake. I say my shit on my channel where everyone's gonna know it's me saying it. You know what I
No,
mean?
and this Cindy is a bitch that we decided to let everything go every
Yep.
single time. Listen,
Yep.
y'all, and this is no joke, and I promise you, we'll get into it. But
Yeah.
this is somebody, when you talk about emotional manipulation, every time she didn't get her way or was upset, it's, I'm gonna delete myself, basically. And it was, people don't want to hear that, man. Like you can't put your life on the line and tell people like, if you don't submit to me, I'm going to delete myself. And we're just going to suddenly be like, oh, okay, well then like, it's so messed up to do that to people. It just is. Like, grow up.
They're gonna regret what they just
they're
asked
gonna
for.
regret
Well,
that tonight.
again, they underestimate us. Like
Very
my
much so.
if they failed to realize the lies that they spewed can be proven by a timeline
So easily. Yes.
And they
easily
underestimated my ability to do that. You think I didn't already fucking do that behind the scenes beforehand?
Yep. And that's the thing. Bliss found so much on my channel that I wasn't able to find. You give her a roundabout time, she was digging up shit that I wasn't even. I was in awe of Bliss's talent.
I'll find a needle in a fucking haystack.
Yeah, and that's what I'm gonna do. This is why this stream that we're gonna do is gonna be done the right way, because I'm gonna comb through my channel and put together the timeline with receipts. And that's the thing on my channel. I don't do that a lot, right? I don't take the time to show every little receipt, but this right here is important. This is important because, again, instead of just being saying my bad, it was some old bullshit and that's it. You want to play the victim, lie, blame other people and all of that stuff. So this is gonna be a thorough video, live. It's gonna be thorough. It's not gonna be thrown together in quick. So
no, it's not. And these dummies, okay, think they're dealing with dummies, people that don't know how to organize or just shoot off at the mouth. Sure, that's easy to do, but Bliss, Cindy, and I are not stupid. And we also have friends that are not stupid.
And we're not liars. We're not liars. Right.
And they're not liars. I will not lie. If I did some stuff, I'm going to tell you. I'm probably going to be proud of some shit I did. But I will tell you. So I don't want to be blamed for shit I did not do. Ever.
No.
I'll admit
and I will not be gaslit into thinking that I have to get over it when it was my children, my ex-husband that was dragged through the mud. I was poor, shamed, mocked, laughed at, all of that. But I got to get over it because
Cindy,
you said
have
so.
To get over it because according to her, it's ancient history and it happened so long ago. But just what, JJ, like a week or so ago, wasn't she on another person's panel kikiing it with, about the video from like 3+ years ago?
They dug up a video from 3+ years ago of JJ.
And it's not even on the creator's channel anymore. And that creator had JJ and her spoken and squashed it and moved on. So was that not ancient history, hard drive?
Wow.
Yep.
Hard drive.
Yeah, it's insane the shit that was said last night.
She mad that I don't support her blondie. Fuck off.
We don't have the right.
She wasn't there, so of course
she wasn't there.
Fucking story, right off the bat, instantly got something wrong.
Of course,
within the first 10 seconds.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was a train wreck. Popcorn, you're right. It was like watching a fucking train wreck.
Yep.
All lies and deflection and bullshit.
The victim needs her emotional support hard drive dog up with her is fucking laughable.
Were you?
Small fry. A live was done on Dollar Tree's channel last night. Yep.
That's cool.
Yep. They ran their damn mouths, so
we're gonna correct it with the correct timeline of how things happen.
And we ain't telling you when it's going to happen either.
Nope.
But we will. I promise you. Even if it has to be on my channel, which is not monetized, and I don't give a fuck. It's called the Don't Give a Fuck channel.
We're all going to have Cindy's avatar. It's already.
Yep. I'm going to get your pictures and I'm going to put your pictures in it. And I'm going to work all weekend to get the clips, get everything together because I want to do this sooner than later. I want to do this sooner than later.
This involved Cindy's minor son. So This
Yeah.
is gonna
Yep.
be handled, bitch. Okay, this is gonna be handled.
Children that are not
Years,
part
I
of my
should say.
content. I don't put my sons on my YouTube. I don't talk about my sons. None of that.
Mm-mm.
And my sons were dragged and all of that. And yeah, so
And Cindy is
Yeah.
my one of my best friends. You come for one of her kids, and her as a parent, it's on, honey. It's on because she is like she loves her kids beyond belief. And obviously, like I love mine too, but I'm a much stricter parent. I'm like, kid, you know, like but Cindy's just so loving and so caring and so
thank
beautiful
you, Mama.
with her sons. And I've talked to her son. Okay,
Yeah.
I have. So
Yeah.
to assume that Cindy is anything than what you see is dead wrong. And trust and believe, girlfriends. You decided last night to start some shit up, so you can just wait. It's
Yep.
coming.
And I treat people how I want to be treated. I don't talk about people's kids.
Never.
And
Never.
not on my channel and not
people
privately either.
accordingly. Now, fuck
Yeah.
that. Like, I don't have
No,
that
I hear you.
automatic respect for people. Like, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. No, I'm going to watch you and treat you accordingly. And
Mhm.
Jugs, you did. Jugs called her a bitch when she told me to fuck off.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Good
Yep.
for you, Jugsy. Good for you.
So, and BX, this specific creator, not Hard Drive, the other one, she claimed to be Fang Gang back in the day. So when you see the name, you're going to recognize it.
Yeah, you'll know exactly what we're
Oh,
talking
damn.
about.
Somebody put it in
She was
private chat.
another one that would pop into like your lives like every once in a blue moon. And I know it was just to piss me off. She does the same thing that the other one we started talking about in the beginning's doing. Well, she did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They're all the same.
I put it in the
Love
private
you
chat,
too,
BX.
BX. They all get big crushes
Yes.
on you, buddy. I don't know what you're doing behind the scenes, but these people get all like crazy over you because this is another one.
I ain't doing nothing
He's like,
but being
I ain't even
myself.
saying shit, and these people are. I get it. I get it. Believe me, I do, because it's even happened with me. I could say nothing, and I'm blamed for things that I have no part of. I'm like, what? I don't even know what's going on.
Exactly.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's definitely missed small fries for sure.
But she loved you, and she was one of your biggest. Like, she would be a bulldog for you, BX.
Really? That
Oh
sounds
yeah.
great.
What? Yeah, BX.
Oh
yes.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
That was the first time I encountered her, and she was so nasty to me. And I'm like, wow, damn. And it wasn't even on your channel or anywhere, but she was defending you wholeheartedly because I think she wanted, you know.
She
the-
would
I didn't
go
even know
everywhere.
that.
Comment sections everywhere. Yep.
Mhm.
I had no idea.
Oh, she was. Are you?
Yeah, me either.
Girl, Bliss, you need to ask BX about it. He'll tell you. She was
I
crazy.
don't remember this person.
No.
You do. You
I think if
remember.
I showed BX the avatar, well, it'd be the old school avatar. The avatar may ring a bell more than the name.
Yeah, I think the
Fuck
avatar
that.
will
I ain't even
refresh
playing
his
around.
memory.
It was Jackie.
Oh, it
No,
was?
Oh, that's not someone.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the other one. Oh, okay. Well, then that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, Jackie. Like,
Oh, that crazy person.
hop on BX's unit or something. Like, what?
Yeah. Now that was
Yo.
BX Stan. That was
Yo.
fucking BX Stan if there ever was one.
It seemed like that, man. Like, I never saw anything like it in my life.
Like novels,
Jeez, man.
novels in the comment section.
Yes.
That's where the phrase top mod originated for me. I had never heard of that before.
Top mod.
Before I would
yes.
hear her say that
It
she was a top mod.
BX's
I had never heard that
top
before.
mod. Bitch.
That is crazy.
Shut up, you dumbass. Now she's like simping for people that are obviously in the wrong and just won't admit it. So she's still going to simp for them. And then goes on and says that she is Jenny's mod, top mod, or manager. Manager.
She's a manager.
Managing what? No one gives a fuck
And
about some
isn't the manager
policy.
kind of the boss? Because the other one told her straight up to shut up last night.
Oh shit.
No, really?
It was
That's
fucking
hilarious.
hilarious. Yeah, because
That's hilarious.
You know Jackie. She does the same thing on Roadhog's panel. Like she would
Yep,
interrupt
talks
and just
over them.
talk
Yes.
over, and it's so
Mhm.
fucking annoying.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes. And I know
Man.
that I can be like, because I'm so like ADHD and spastic. And if I don't say what I'm thinking, like a good
You'll veer
point
off. I
at
always
the
rein you back
time,
in now.
exactly. And I could be like that. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to cut you off, but blah, 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 blah. You know, and I know I talk a lot and I know I can be spastic, but not like this. That
You ain't
no,
getting no
I'm sorry,
manager.
bitch. You are no manager of nothing. Okay. You're
Manager?
nothing to
Wait.
us. So you're not gonna like,
Manager of chaos. I mean, that's why, yeah,
yes.
she simps for these people, but I think it's more so for a platform for her to still do this nasty shit because you don't see her doing this shit on her channel.
Mhm.
Nope.
And
That's
Nope.
because only 20
Juffy,
people will see it.
Popcorn, all of
Mhm.
y'all don't even know the half of it that we knew before she even entered the Roadhog realm. So I'm telling you, we knew her very well. And actually, I thought she was a cool chick. Like she always wants to
Same.
help. And she
Yep.
can be very helpful, very, very helpful.
Mhm.
Nah, that's because for
But
control.
she also can stab you in the back on a dime.
Yep, because when
100%.
I made that video about Not Another Housewife and Jenny Lee and the conversation they had about my family and my kid and all of that, I
Whoa.
told everybody to stay out of it, right? I told everybody stay out of it. And nobody can convince me that the reason it was even brought up on Roadhog's panel wasn't because of Jackie. Because Jackie, all she kept bringing it back is that I should have removed Jenny Lee's daughter's voice. I disrespected, and I heard she said last night that I talked about Jenny Lee's daughter. First of all, I didn't put her daughter's voice in the audio where she was calling me the N-word, where she was talking about my kid, laughing at me, poor
Whoa.
shaming me, all of this crazy. I didn't make her say that while her daughter was there. So what I pointed out is that while she's calling me a bad mom, while she's saying all this shit about my kid, she's cursing, talking about drugs, while her baby was right there. And not right there where she could hear her because they were having a conversation simultaneously. Nobody's gonna make me believe that I'm wrong for pointing out the elephant in the room. The irony that while you're dragging me as a mom, I'm a piece of shit mom, my kid is smoking meth, which is crazy because he never did, that you're saying this in front of your impressionable daughter. So Jackie, you trying to convince people that I am at the same level with her when I never disrespected that innocent child. I pointed out the
Never.
elephant in the room. And Jackie, you need to just stay in your lane because you're going to regret what you asked for last night in that live you did. And
And
that's not a threat. That is a promise. That is
I
a
I mean,
am
promise.
What
she
the N-word?
wishes for any opportunity to do this to y'all. She just did the same thing a week and a half ago on a 90-day creators channel with the 3-year-old video going at JJ. No one can
Yep.
tell me that her
Yep.
and her little 90-day creator bestie weren't behind the scenes and Jackie was feeding her that shit
yeah,
because
they
she
can
Of
go
would have
fuck
been able
course.
to
themselves.
find it.
They can go fuck
Where would
themselves.
she have been able to find it? Right. It didn't just pop out of left field. And what they omitted is that JJ apologized to the person she
Oh
said
my
it
God.
to,
Like,
and they've
yes.
made amends. So you're bringing up
Yes.
old drama without giving full context that JJ has since apologized sincerely,
And that
not as
person,
damage control.
yes. And Julie Virgo was that person. And Julie and I have had no problems ever since. I've not seen her anywhere speaking ill of me, and I won't speak ill of her. So for
No.
that to be brought up again, especially, you tell me, BX is a black man. If you were bald, completely bald, and older, about 60 years old, would you be okay with some little like blonde whitey white chick calling you a burnt turtle?
That's fucked up. Oh,
It
boy.
is, right? Like it's so
I'll
fucked
probably
up.
laugh.
It's so racist and fucked up. I'm like, bitch, what?
Bird
Because
turtle is
they
so
wouldn't have said that if it was a white man. You can't put that on a
No,
white man. You said
absolutely
that
She
not.
for
said
a
it's not
reason.
racist because if he would have been white, she would have called him a white turtle. That was her
No.
justification.
There
It's
are
not
no white
racist because had he
turtles
been
that I
white, I would have
know
said
of.
he was a white turtle. White is an adjective to explain a color. Burnt is not an adjective for a black person. Okay? That's like I can't with these people again justifying the the undefensible, the indefensible, right? You know what I mean? Like I can't. It's stupid. People are stupid.
Yes, I was. I was absolutely angry, Shay. I completely admit that. And it was out of line. Like I had heard she told others about an issue that she had, and the boyfriend gave it to her or whatever. And I was like, yeah, you're a hoe, like, and I think about it now. And I'm like, man, like I wouldn't do that to somebody so young now. Like you just learn
JJ, you
and
admitted
grow.
you were trying to get under her skin. You were
Yes,
How old
purposely
is
trying to
Julie?
get under her skin. And I
she's
said it from the door. She was
Julie's
25,
in her like
20. She
mid
was young.
20s, right?
Hmm
25.
She was in
Yeah.
her
Oh,
early 20s back then. And I
Yeah.
even said I didn't
yeah.
agree with it back then. I told JJ that. JJ
She
knew that
did.
I didn't agree with what she
Hmm
said.
She did.
But I'm not gonna rip her publicly. She's my friend, but she
And I
knew I
wasn't
didn't agree with
sorry
that.
until I was. And I'm not
Right.
going to apologize or say that I'm sorry until I am, because it needs to be genuine or I won't do it at all. And
Or
I genuinely felt awful. But I think that people need to remember that there was a whole thing going on and things were said endlessly, like 5 different lives a day, all the time, coming at Cindy and I, because we were kind of like considered the outcast, which is fine. I'll stay the outcast.
It
I
was
don't give a damn. I'm not
multiple,
changing.
a group of them. So one
Yes.
person go live, and then another person would go live, and then another
Yes.
person would react to that person's live. Like it was just never fucking ending.
Endlessly.
And all of us ignored it. Do you know? Like we didn't say. You guys went at them. There was a couple streams where you did like reaction videos.
Mhm.
But it got to a point, it was just so over the top and stupid and redundant. And Cindy and you turned a blind eye to it for a long fucking time.
We did.
No,
We
but Bliss,
ignored a
the
lot.
irony is that when that fight was going back and forth, Jackie was the one that went through the whole Discord and color coded the whole Discord and
I
facilitated
paid
this
her
whole
to do
live.
that.
Yes,
You
paid
a
paid
her.
whole
her?
live.
Yes, I
Yes,
paid her because
yes.
I knew how long it would take for her to go through that entire Discord and color code people's names. And so that way, so that way everybody would understand who was saying what. And she did that. And absolutely, I paid her. And I also paid off whatever, what was it?
Debt.
Kim?
A debt.
Yeah, she
Hmm
had some debt with Kim
StreamYard,
over
a StreamYard debt.
StreamYard or
Hmm
something. And she owed that, and it was endless. Like they kept coming at her about that StreamYard money.
It was like a year of StreamYard. They had paid for a year
Yes.
because they had started a
So I
channel
sent
together.
it to her. I sent
Hmm
her the money and said, fucking pay it off. I'm sick of hearing them.
So that can't be held over your head
Yes,
anymore
I
before
didn't
we
want
go
it held
live.
over her head.
Right.
I
And she didn't
was
ask for it, to be clear. So before they run with that we said
no,
Jackie asked her for money. No,
she did
JJ
not.
said, here, pay it off. That way, before we go live, that won't be a point of contention.
Yes, she did not. I volunteered to give that and I sent it. So I will never say that she asked for it, but wow, Jackie, what a payback, huh? Huh, you staying over there. But don't worry, girl. Don't worry. You ain't the only one that saves things, honey. I learned my
She
lesson.
definitely isn't the only one. Right.
I learned
And
my
once I get
lesson.
into my Twitter, I'm going to show that me and Jenny Lee did have conversations behind the scenes where she would just get mad at me for no reason, then come back loving me the next day. And I was confused as fuck. Since you said you never had conversations with me behind the scenes, Jenny Lee, I'm going to prove that you're a liar.
I'm so glad you're doing that. And I'm just going to say, since y'all just had your little one-off things, there's a reason why BX called me the Oracle. I will find it.
Oh, yeah, she will.
Find it, and I will kind of have an idea of what's coming. So.
Yep. Yeah, and I think that you know, and everything that I said bad in that Discord, I made sure to tell people that was me in that color. Like, this is what I
So
said.
did I, JJ, right? I said, I'm red. I was blocked out, my avatar, my name. And in that live, I said, I am red because I own everything I said.
We had stuff in there that we would never want people to see, but I didn't care. I'm like, no, I'm telling the truth. We are telling.
We're not going to tell half truths. We're going to tell the whole truth.
The whole truth. And people need to see. And, you know, I got some backlash from some things that I said, and I deserve the backlash. However, I was able to explain a bit of it. And then people were like, oh, okay, now we get it, kind of deal. You know, because when you see it, it can be quite startling, but I will not. If I do something or say, I will be honest, because I'm, and I think it's weird that people can live with themselves telling blatant lies for either other people or themselves and then sleep good at night. Like, I'll tell you the whole truth. You want to know what I've said or what I've done in the past, I'll tell you. And I do very little.
Well, let me ask you a question, JJ. Did you talk as nasty and egregiously as Jenny did in that Discord?
No, never.
Okay. Now,
I don't know, because I only saw some clips of what Jenny said last night, so I don't know.
No, she means in the audio that I played.
Yeah, in the audio.
Oh, no, never. I'm sorry.
Never.
So,
because I would have checked her back then. How
does one speak like that? Because I've never spoken like that behind the scenes publicly to a friend anywhere. It amazes me how someone can speak like that and not remember speaking like that. Like, she just
act like I need to let it go. When I never spoke
people like behind the scenes,
yes,
all the fucking time.
Yes, because Marissa isn't the only one who told me that she spoke like that about me and my family. Yes. Other people were telling me, yo, she's a snake. She says horrendous things about you and your family.
Oh, that's right. I remember now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Keep it on me. Keep it on me.
Until I got the proof, I didn't know. And I need to go back and, you know, look at some things and look at some messages that I got, because it was so long ago and I can't remember certain things. However, I will look at it.
Well, you know, certain things you don't even have to look back for receipts. Kind of like, you know, they're claiming this apology went out to Cindy.
Who? Where? When?
Oh, Jackie especially says over and over again that Jenny had apologized to Cindy.
Liar.
No, she did not.
That was the whole point of the fucking video. Cindy gave her, it was actually, I'm going to say December to March. You came, but you had known about it since June.
Yes.
So how does someone apologize for something, but they're going around in chat saying they have no idea what anyone's talking about? They never spoke.
It never happened. First, she said it never happened. She never spoke about my kids. And then it turned into, I don't remember what I said. And then she said, oh, anybody who has anything, put it all out. Put out anything I've said about Cindy.
She sure did, and that was the green
Then that's
light.
when Marissa put it out, right? Yep. And the other creator was like, Cindy, in a couple of videos, Cindy, she said some nasty shit about you. I warned you. And then I kept saying, Jenny Lee, I would like to talk to you. Anytime I saw her come in my chat, she was a member to my channel. I found out in June, right, when Marissa put the community post. Jenny Lee, why don't you tell Cindy what you said about her son and and all the shit you talked about her. So it was already, I had known it was there. And then I had heard the voice note, the one little 47-second voice note. So I knew it was true. She was talking some hot shit. And then it started wearing on me. It was bothering me. And in June, on June 23rd in the members only, and that's how I know she was a member, because I said it in the members only, and Jenny Lee was still a member. Jenny Lee, I want to talk to you. And then when I realized
Yes,
she
you
wasn't
did.
going to talk to me, I said a video's coming. I'm going to
Yes.
do a video. And I waited till March. I waited till March because I still wanted to give her the opportunity. I didn't expect her to grovel at my feet. I just expected her to be like, yo, Cindy, I said what I said because I was mad at you. I didn't like you. And it would have been done. I would have never reacted to that audio.
That's
I
my
didn't
point.
listen to that audio until March. I didn't
That's
listen
how
to
we
the
know
audio.
it's a lie.
Yes.
Like, no, Jackie, she did not apologize ever.
No.
Actually, Jugs, Jenny said on Roadhogs in the chat she wasn't gonna
And
apologize.
Jenny Lee, and Jackie said on Roadhog's panel when she doesn't need to apologize. Jackie said that shit. I remember.
Yeah, she did.
Jenny Lee doesn't need to apologize. Cindy should have removed her daughter's voice. Cindy shouldn't have been talking about her daughter. When did I talk about her daughter? That video is still on my channel. Then I refreshed Jenny Lee's memory a few months ago and replayed it again. I didn't talk about her kid. I talked about her saying this shit while her daughter was there. While you're talking about my parenting. Jackie, you really got shit ass backwards.
Mm-hmm.
You brought it to Roadhog's channel when I said everybody needs to stay out of it.
But wasn't she also like involved in what happened? Her and one other person regarding Tira's child?
Yes,
So why the fuck
yes.
is Jackie speaking on anyone speaking on children? We don't do that shit. We don't. But your
a whole live
Jackie,
replaying that video again of that little innocent boy with his teddy bear. And talking about they were concerned. They were so concerned and all this shit. Jackie, you have no room to talking about anybody's kids. And I've not come at you hard, Jackie, because of the friendship we once had. But when you went up on Roadhogs talking that hot shit, bringing it up, defending Jenny, making it like I was in the wrong for addressing it, you involved yourself and you don't know all the details. You went last night and told the story the way you think it happened. And again, into 2025, bitch, it's the time to refresh motherfuckers' memories.
Yep.
Yep.
We're gonna do that. And listen, if I did some wrong, if Cindy did some wrong, Bliss doesn't do shit. So like she gonna call it out, whatever. But even if she did say or do some shit, she's gonna admit it too. We are ready. We are going to admit all, which we've pretty much already done. But while we do that, we're gonna expose the fuck out of some fake ass bitches. That's what we're gonna do.
And leave Shay and Megs alone because Megs did not even believe that it happened. Jenny Lee convinced her that she never spoke about my kids. Jenny Lee told Megs not to watch my video.
Yes.
Okay.
She didn't.
She told Megs not to watch, and Megs didn't.
Against us.
After Shay listened to my video, Shay told Megs, you need to listen to Cindy's video. Shay had to convince her, and Shay and Megs did not know what the audio was. They didn't preemptively know any of that shit.
Let me ask JJ a question. Were you the one that got the link to that video?
No.
Thank you.
Absolutely
no.
I was
right off the bat.
But I did not get it from Marissa. Okay, Marissa and I don't like each other. We fully admit that. I don't hate the girl. I don't think she hates me. We just don't like each other. We'll be civil. Like if I saw her in a chat, I wouldn't be like, "Hey, bitch!" But not at all. Like
no.
So right off the bat, her history knowledge is completely wrong.
Completely wrong.
JJ had nothing to do with me getting the video. None of that.
Nope.
Okay. Again, because we're not liars. JJ would
When
say,
I
"Yeah, I'm the one."
heard
JJ's my friend. If she got me the video, she would say she got me the video.
Yeah.
This is again Jackie inserting herself when she knows nothing about it and taking one person's word for it. When I played the audio, like my history, I've never been a liar. I'm flawed. I say some stupid shit.
And we're going to be completely transparent. And when we do that stream, we'll talk about how the video came out. I want to say I hold a personal fucking vendetta against Jenny for many reasons. But she almost succeeded in breaking up a friendship between me and Spooks
And me too. And me too.
Yeah.
Breaking up a
You
friendship
did.
between me and Megs too.
Me
But
too.
you know
Jenny
what?
Lee was behind that shit.
You know what? The truth, like I say, the truth always fucking prevails. And I knew. I never said anything nasty about Megs, nothing. You guys
Never.
knew I was
Nope.
really fucking upset. And I just waited.
You
'Cause
were heartbroken. We were
I
too.
knew Megs would see it.
Yes.
And
We're
I'm
like,
so
why is
And-
thankful
Megs
for that.
not talking to us? We didn't do any like. And I love Megs. I love her.
I love
her
Megs too.
family, you know, her kids, her mother. You know, I just don't. I would never speak badly on that. The way that these people made it out to them and to us, and I knew. I said I will never speak bad on them because they're going
Nope.
to figure it out, and
Yep.
they did.
Well,
Yep.
let me
And
ask Doug's a question real quick because I've already heard these rumors that, you know, in the Roadhog kind of group chats and stuff, that Jenny was behind the scenes trying to turn people against me.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
yep.
I'm
And
just
we're mad
saying,
at people for not coming at me.
listen, I have no issue with Roadhog, but Michelle, like, should be thankful that I don't release some stuff that I have, is all I'm going to say.
Ooh.
In regards to Jenny, and I won't do
Right.
that.
In regards to
But
Jenny, right.
it's just funny how Jenny thinks she's so loved by all.
And I don't care what she leaks about Megs. The difference, right, between Megs and Jenny Lee is that Megs always let me know when she was mad at me.
Yes.
She came directly to me and
Oh,
let
Jenny
me know
can
when she
release
was
whatever.
mad at me. She could.
You're
I
not
don't care
gonna
what
hear.
Meg said.
She thinks she's got this gotcha on Megs that
She
like
doesn't.
Cindy sees the DMs about what you said about her. Release
I
them.
don't give a fuck.
Don't give a
I've
I
been
fuck.
don't give a
saying
fuck.
that for so long about Megs. I'm like, Megs is not your average 20-something-year-old, okay? She's
Nope.
actually very, like, she could be a
She's
40.
direct. She's
She's not
direct.
stupid. She gets
No.
it. So
That's why I
And she
waited.
always came to me. She always came to me and told me
Always.
she was mad at me. And I
Yep.
respect the shit out of Megs. I don't care. I told Megs that last night. Megs, I don't care what you said out of anger, frustration. You were
Right.
being force
I
fed,
don't either.
spoon fed shit about me that she thought was fact. And
And
I didn't force or spoon feed anything to
Yep.
Megs. Shay told her, just watch the video and make up your own mind. Jenny Lee was lying to her as her closest friend, telling her she never spoke about my kids. Do not watch Cindy's video. And when she watched it, she was blindsided. I never lied to
Yes.
Megs.
Mhm.
So release whatever you want about Megs. It just shows that you, again, are a snake. Me and Megs are good. We're
Yep.
good.
And shut up about Shay and Megs. That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah,
Yes.
they didn't know any. They knew nothing. They never
Nope.
seen it until it came
Nope.
out. Well, Megs didn't even
Yes.
see it right when it come out. But
No.
Jugs, I wanted to ask you, my little historian.
Mhm.
Wasn't there stuff going on behind the scenes like what I was talking about?
The only thing like I really remember and know is that when like y'all didn't come around, it wasn't so much like talking like smack. It was just like, you know, just be careful like what you say or whatever out there or what, or you know, stuff like that. But I do know for a fact, and I won't really get into it, but I will say that there was some shady shit going on with Jackie and Jenny Lee behind the scenes with us. And that's why we like no longer like, like talk,
You
but
didn't trust her. You didn't trust her.
okay,
Right.
like I didn't talk. Okay, the thing with me and Jenny is that yes, she was right out. We weren't like really like friends. We
I'll
didn't
be
like
right back.
really like
Okay.
we didn't really like talk like that. The first time she called me, I think it was when with the Sarah's odd stuff when Sarah kind of was like telling me, well, didn't Jenny have some like some like videos or whatever? And I didn't really know Jenny at that point, so I'm like, yeah, she does. And she's like, well, can you show me which one she has? Of like their cheerleading stuff. And I showed Sarah. At that point, we were like kind of cordial a little bit, but it didn't last long. So that's when some shit started with that. And our first phone call was about me telling her about that. And that's when I went on her panel for like a few seconds. And Marissa popped in, and it was like World War III. That's what that happened that time. So I think that was the first phone call because when she vented to me. She's like, I'm not gonna drop any names, but I just want to say, like, a friend should help you with drama and da 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 da. Basically, she wanted somebody to get, to stick up for her and take her side no matter what it was. And
Yep.
she's like, and she was like, what would you do? Who would you choose? And da da da. And I gave her an example about some people that had used me for 3 years on Facebook. And I said, in all honesty, if some of my close friends had them people on their list, as long as they didn't bother me and they didn't do anything, I don't care. Because I'm not gonna boss somebody to go, who they can't have on their list. Because our friend won't do that. And if my friend chooses to get in my drama to help me, then that's on them. But I'm not going to tell them you have to do it because you're my friend. And I said a real friend wouldn't make you choose or anything like that, wouldn't drag you in business, And then, like, after that, she just ghosted me. She never spoke to me or anything after that. So that's like, I'm just, that's what I.
Well, at least you're lucky in the fact that you were not emotionally manipulated, that she would delete herself. Okay. And if you
Yeah.
don't believe me, ask
Oh, I
Josh
believe you. Oh,
Cox.
trust me, I
You
believe
can
you.
ask Josh Cox. What, I think that's what his channel name is.
Josh C. Opinions.
Oh, Josh
Yeah.
C. Opinions. So go to
Mhm.
Josh C. Opinions because he was best friends with her and she would do that shit to him all the time. And then there were some people in our supposed friend group or whatever, that dealt with people self-deleting.
Yes, a
And
dad and a brother. Two
yes,
people had.
exactly.
Yes.
And couldn't handle it anymore because she continued. Anytime she wouldn't get what she wanted, or she would, I swear to God, y'all, if you're on a Discord and you know what it's like to go into like a
Oh, I
voice
don't do
chat,
Discord.
she would stay in voice all day long with nobody in there waiting for someone to come in. Swear to God.
Jeez.
Swear to
Hold on. Who?
Jackie.
Yes,
my
JJ's not lying.
Oh,
JJ's not lying.
yeah.
my
I'm not
God.
She's
lying.
not lying.
Look, I've heard a lot of things about Jackie, and when like I came in the pig pen, and she was there, whatever. We were kind of cool at first, but a lot of people when I think it had a lot to do with jealousy, because you know how it was always her and Roadhog on panel, and then I started going on panel, and a lot of people liked me up there. They enjoyed me being funny or whatever it was, and
You
so
are funny.
Jackie, you would always put me down on panel in front of people,
I
and it
know.
got thank you, thank you, because like
Yes,
everybody
you
saw it,
Yes, Jugs.
did.
Yes.
and
Yes.
it got to a
Jugs, I gotta be honest, we talked about that behind the scenes. Me, Cindy, and JJ.
It was
Yep.
bad. It was
Wait,
bad.
it
We
Mhm.
felt
it
so
got to a
terrible
point.
for you.
It got to a point where and I've said this before in, like, I think popcorn chat. So where we were, like, in our chat. It's like, even Roadhog said we have had a chat or whatever, and we were on, like, a little call thing. And I had told Roadhog, you might want to go look at a video for something or whatever. And Jackie was like, oh yeah, go look. And right there, it pissed me off because I was trying to help Roadhog, and it pissed me the fuck off. I forgot I had my camera on, and I took my finger, I pointed it at the camera, and I said, "Listen, you fucking bitch!" I said, "I'm tired of your fucking ass. You always treat
Yes.
me like a child. When I tell you I ripped her a new one, some of the ladies left because they never see me that angry.
And this
They
is
said,
the
"Whoa."
problem, Jugs. This is the problem is that
Yeah.
people assume that if you finally speak up for yourself, that you are a problem. And no, that is not the case whatsoever. We all saw when you were on panel how Jackie would treat you. And she
Yeah,
does
and I got I
treat
just
other
I got
people
tired of
too.
it.
Like she shuts them down as though their opinions do not matter.
Yep.
And it was mind blowing. So when I heard that you were bothered by that, I'm like, thank God. Thank God Jugsy realizes
And
what
at
this
that
bitch is
point,
doing.
was when she told us to Bliss, because when y'all had like kind of like left the Roadhog stuff, like I said, it wasn't so much like talking smack or anything. It was just like kind of watch what you're saying, and and that's like
Which
not
I don't
true. I can
understand,
tell you
because
right
even
now.
though I left Roadhog's chat, me and Michelle were still friends.
Yes, me too. Me too.
Because I can tell you right now,
So that
it
guy
was
still
definitely
exists?
not Shay
I
and
talked to them
Michelle.
No,
on the
yes,
phone.
he's gone. Well, they both left. Now
What?
apparently she's back, but he's gone. I think he's gonna stay gone.
Yeah, I
Did he
think
get
Because
banned or he just choose
be,
to stay gone?
No,
because
He
chose to
chose.
leave.
He chose to leave.
Mhm.
yeah.
because of what and I'm gonna be perfectly honest, because of what Roadhog and they were saying, like for example, they didn't like the fact that, and he even said this in his live, that he was talking about certain women, but then y'all were okay with what's that dude Drax or whatever.
BS?
You're
I don't
talking
know
about
who that is.
No,
BX. He's right
no.
here.
What's that dude's name? Because he also talks bad about women. Just with a D.
John Yates.
No, well
Who?
him too, but
Drazo? Drazo?
yeah, that's his name. Yeah,
Draws.
yeah.
Okay.
Ew.
So I
I
was
never
I
like,
don't
liked
know
him.
okay,
who
so
that
it
is.
kind of gave
Yeah,
me a
you
No.
bad
would. Yeah,
She's
impression.
full of shit. She's full of shit.
So
yeah,
She's
that's
full of
why.
shit.
so it kind of gave me a bad impression. But then I took a step back and I realized, like, these ladies are
Mm,
not like that, and I
no.
kind of had my started to view my own point of view, and I started to, like, y'all nothing
So
like,
hold on. Who said that? Jackie said that?
I don't know. I don't remember if it was
She
Jackie.
would be
But
the only person who would know who that
no,
is, right?
Roadhog said that on his panel.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't
Yeah,
know who that
I was
Oh,
is.
never a
yeah, I
supporter of
didn't know that. I didn't know that. But I've always, if I had something to say about Roadhog or Michelle, I would let Michelle know. The most recent was almost right before all this, like they left the internet and stuff. And I had a conversation with them, and I was like, listen, like, I don't remember what it was, but it was something we were being accused of. And I'm like, y'all know that I mean, people know me. I'm not somebody who is afraid or
You're
hesitant.
not going to throw rocks and hide your
I'm
hands.
not going to do that. If I say something, I'm going to tell them. I promise you, I'm not going to just blow, cuz I would feel like a fake ass. Like Chronic just came in here,
Hey,
right?
Chronic.
Sorry, Chronic
Right.
girl, I love you. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. But if Chronic I'm just
Yeah,
using
Chronic's my
her
girl.
an example, right? I'm just using her as an example. But if she were to, say something bad or whatever about us, I would be like, all right, well, I would just go into her DMs and be like, hey, what did I do? Like, can we
Exactly.
fix it? Like, what's wrong? And I don't understand. I think very much so that Jeremy and Michelle, and I think that they decided, or they feel very differently about certain situations and people, and they feel differently about those whom should be addressed. And it was mind blowing to me, and I hated, because me and Cindy, which is completely ironic, because we refused to bash Roadhog, we were like not
Ostracized.
ostracized by a lot of people. And I'm like, but why? I'm like, y'all are, you're coming at his 13-year-old daughter. You're doing all this stuff. I'm sorry, but there's a give and take with it. There just is a give and take online when there's arguments, and them coming at his 13-year-old daughter, I think completely set him off. And I didn't agree with that. And I said that I didn't agree with it. And because Cindy and I would not bash him or his wife, their family. We gave valid, make no mistake, we gave very valid criticism. We were not fans. We gave valid criticism, but we did not trash their family. And you know what Roadhog said? I'll never come for you then. They talk shit on me. Look, he even said, he's like, look, they were pretty harsh on me, but they didn't come for my family, so I'm not going to come for theirs. And he didn't. He lived up to that. And then you get Jackie, right?
Jackie was the downfall. Like not the first time, because I know she left them for a little bit. When she came back, that's when I stopped watching.
She probably left them because Michelle didn't want her ass there. That's only my guess. One of them did not want her ass there. And
Tried
I
to warn him.
only assume it was
Yeah,
Michelle.
you sure did. BX, he tried to warn him.
And if I'm not mistaken, BX, or are you the one that she wanted to have a phone call with you or something and you didn't want to?
Yes.
And that's when
Yes.
she like had a hissy fit and said, I'm going to myself.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I thought so. Yeah.
Yep. She did it to BX. Oh my God.
Now,
I
how
said that and
long?
I didn't even think of what she did to BX. She did the same thing. And she did it to us too. Like, you cannot, every single time you have an emotional moment or you're not getting or you don't feel like you're heard or not getting what you want, you cannot tell people that you're gonna self-delete.
That's a manipulation tactic.
It's emotional manipulation.
Yep.
100%.
How long did you
Yep.
know her, BX, at that point?
Did I know her? I didn't know her at all.
No, like how long did you like talk? Like y'all were like talking, I guess, or like she was your mod, or
Yeah, she was a mod for him.
Yeah, she was a mod. I don't know, maybe a few months or something.
Okay.
You didn't go beyond that.
Wow.
It didn't go beyond that, but she went crazy. I remember.
Yeah, I heard she did it to Josh too, huh?
She did
Yes.
it. Oh, we were
Yes.
there for the Josh.
We were there for the Josh.
We were there. She kept, I mean, everybody she gets close to. She's like, this is my best friend.
You
Yikes.
Yup.
Yeah.
And Josh honestly thought that that was her best friend. And Josh is autistic. He has mentioned that multiple times. Well, he mentions it a lot, and I don't blame him.
Because he brings awareness to it. Yeah.
Yes, he's bringing awareness to it, and God bless him for that. But what Jackie did to him was absolutely manipulation. And
He felt like she expected too much from him. He had his partner, he had his life, he had things he was dealing with, and it was emotionally draining on him. That's what he shared with me
and it was
years ago.
Yes, he told me the same thing. He's like, I didn't know how to handle it anymore. I didn't know because it was always like, you don't do what I want, I'm gonna self-delete.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that on their back, to know that somebody does something like that because of something they said. But the reality
Listen, I'm gonna take it a step further. Like that, Jackie's the same as Coley. They look for vulnerable people like that. And that really pisses me off. And I know not every autistic person is the same, but I have shared my son is autistic, and I can imagine someone doing that to him and him viewing it very differently from neurotypical people and taking it like super serious, like to the point where it could be really emotionally like devastating in the moment and afterwards. Like you just don't do that to people in general, but especially she's sick.
Girl, she would say all the time like that Josh was her best friend, but then she would treat him Like she would basically tell him to shut up, and the way she was treating Jugs online, like
Yeah.
on panels, the way she treated Jugs with speaking over her constantly, or basically telling her to shut up or her opinion didn't matter, and kind of shrugging her off type of
Or she'd
thing.
be like condescending. She'd be like, yeah,
Yeah.
well, and then just like interrupt and like talk about what she wanted to talk about.
Very, very,
Yeah.
and it broke my heart for Josh. It
It
really
wasn't always blatantly like straight disrespect, but anyone who with a brain who watched, they could fucking see it. And it pisses
exactly.
me off that Jugs was a supporter and no one was like, Jackie, you really can't, you can't talk to someone like
Well,
that.
see, and that's the thing. I've spoke about it behind the scene, especially to both Roadhog. I talked to Roadhog on the phone about it, especially after I went off on Jackie, and I spoke to Michelle. Michelle, she didn't really like talk bad, but she just said that her and Jackie are not as close as people think, and she's more closer to Roadhog than she is her.
I would hope
And
so.
yeah, and it's like, and then Roadhog was like, yeah, I heard what I heard, you went off, and I know Jackie did. Just, Jackie's gonna do what she wants to do, and Then I'm like, bro, like,
Well, that's how they
like,
both
okay,
treated her.
yeah,
I mean, Michelle didn't say anything when, she was Jackie was on her panel and she told me to fuck off. She didn't say a fucking word. And then pretended like she didn't hear it.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
but I told her I went off.
Wow.
I'm like, you ain't gonna talk about things. You didn't even do anything wrong. Like, you didn't do nothing.
I'm telling you, I'm so glad in a way that I wasn't there, and in another way, I'm so mad that I wasn't, because I would have lost my shit.
Well, you wouldn't have had a chance to because Michelle ended it pretty soon after
She
that.
ended right after that.
Oh,
She ended it. And
I said
and
it right before she ended it. I
yes, you
called
did,
Jackie a
Jugs.
bitch.
You did. Yep. Why you talking to Bliss like that? And I think what Roddy said right there is crazy that she tried to blame Cassie for sending the son's video to Sarah Jean. But my point to this, right? My point to this is that they are grown women. They are grown women. That was a phishing email. Okay. Anybody who sent out those emails of the son's video was phishing to see who would take the bait. It is not, these are grown women who took the bait and decided it was a good idea to go live and not only talk about it,
You're
but
wrong.
replay the video of this little boy with the stuffed animal over and over and over again. And this is what I'm talking about with grown ass people not accepting responsibility and trying to pass blame. Nobody made them. Nobody made them do that live and talk about that child. Okay.
well,
People can send me whatever they want. It is my responsibility as a grown ass woman not to bring it to my channel, not to bring it public.
and I will
So I'm
say,
not trying to hear that either. That
I
bullshit
will
excuse.
say that the Hogs were not going to touch it. They were
Nope.
sent that email, and
Months before.
they wanted, yes, months before, they wanted nothing to do with it. They wouldn't pay attention to it. But when Jackie and Sarah Jean went live and decided to talk about the video that they were sent as well and had to look up, they decided to go there and cause all of the issues amongst T-Rex's child, which we found out later on that Tira always had. Okay, listen, here's the deal, right? Tira had another chat.
Channel.
Okay.
Oh, well.
She had another channel for those that
Mhm.
don't know. And on that channel, she uploaded videos of her son.
Yeah.
Not good video. Like, anybody on YouTube would question. I mean, honestly, it looked like what it looked like, but he was a baby. But you never know. Like, he was maybe 5 years old or something,
Yeah.
like showing his teddy bear, like walking off or whatever. And then another time, her son was in the middle of the road in the street and nobody was paying attention, but she kind of thought like, oh, where is he, and was like that video and then found him in the middle of the street doing whatever. And she uploaded these things. She said that when those emails were sent to people she did not like, that like she didn't have access to that channel, is what she said. Well, y'all, once all of it blew up, because she absolutely, no doubt in my mind, had access to that channel still and did not delete those videos. I promise y'all, she came live and was like, when people were talking about it and what her son was doing in those videos, she went live and said that she didn't have access to it, but that her son doing what he did was great for her channel. That's what she said.
Crazy.
So people speaking on her 5-year-old child was like, and she's like in chats, I'm crying right now. Listen, y'all, we never saw a freaking
Fake ass.
it was a lie. She actually uploaded a short saying, this has been great for my channel. Swear to God. Swear to God.
But I think the point is that they made her a victim by doing that, right? You gave credence to now people feeling sorry for her, which in turn worked for her for whatever
Yes.
reason. But my point still is that if they hid behind, they were genuinely concerned. Anybody who was genuinely concerned would have reached out behind the scenes, or if you're a mandated reporter, right? I'm not telling people to call CPS, but if you're a mandated reporter because you work with children and all of that, you would have taken those steps.
Yes.
Right? Because Tira's information is out there. Bringing it to the internet was just to come at Tira. Nobody will ever convince me different that it was out of concern.
Her sister, whom adopted her child, was actually very upset with Tira for doing all of this stuff, and told her if she did not get off of YouTube, that she would not be able to see her son any longer.
And guess what she chose?
She chose to continue on with you. She's like, nobody's gonna ruin my dream.
She said YouTube's her first love, first and only love.
Yes, YouTube's her love. Yep.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, right?
That's wild.
Sure did. Sure did. So
you don't have to be a parent to understand how fucking insane that is. Like,
yeah, that's crazy. She chose YouTube over.
These are all her channels, by the way.
I think the one with the cat was the one that had the teddy bear on it.
And she lied and said she didn't have access to that channel.
She did,
and that's why the video was staying up, because she couldn't get into it to remove it. So like all of us are reporting the video, trying to get it taken down. It's not getting taken down. And then throughout the couple months afterwards, you see like different videos like disappearing.
She would private other ones, but not that one in question. Yeah.
She privated the videos. You don't.
And it said privated by channel owner. It didn't say YouTube removed the content, because YouTube is very specific. If it removes it, it'll say YouTube removed this for a violation or whatever. It said it was privated by channel owner.
Exactly. So the only way that those videos, and then she comes live and is like, thank you everybody who reported that video. Bitch, you privated it.
Yep.
What are you talking about? And it was
so that's why Jackie's saying that I spoke about Jenny Lee's kid when I didn't, but she actually did a whole live and subsequent lives after that saying, you know, showing Tira's son, who is a child, and no matter what he was doing, children do questionable things. It's up to us to teach them, but that is immortalized on the internet forever against this child's will. I will never be okay with that. And you already know how I feel about T-Rex. It's not about her. It's about that child. This is a digital imprint, a footprint that he has on the internet of no choice of his own.
Yep. Same with Glitter and Nelly. No choice of their own. She does it to everyone. Doesn't matter whether you're a best friend or her own fucking child. It's disgusting.
Mikey. Ooh, Mikey said Jackie said knock off Britney Spears.
Damn.
Not even that.
No, I think that's too nice.
I can say one thing because I know Teresa was kind of like shocked or whatever. And again, I think I said this on one pop channel too. After everything I done for them, all the fighting and even though nobody put a gun to my head, I did what I did on my own. Everything I done for them, before they decided to get up and eat, I was used by Michelle, 100% used by Michelle. And then when they kind of like separated and Roadhog went, he threw me under a bus. Even the first live he did at the hotel, he said, "I know you're on you're on Michelle's side, Jugs, whatever." Actually, no, I wasn't, because I didn't like that she was using the kids to get back at him and all shit like that. And I told both of them I didn't like what either of them was doing. So then, when there was one live where she said Michelle had recordings, and he had said Jugs had Jugs, somebody, and Yaya, and then he edited out the other two names and kept mine. And I knew I wasn't crazy. So when I asked a few people, they said, "Yeah, I heard it too." I'm like, I knew I wasn't fucking crazy. Every live, he threw me under the freaking bus, but it was his freaking wife that brought me into their shit, like literally brought me into their shit, and used me. And
You were a pawn, and she tried
yes,
to do the same to me behind the scenes right before we fell out.
and every
Yeah,
freaking
you're not
live.
the
Not
only
with
one,
them.
Jackie.
Not with their situation. I want to make that clear. I was never involved in whatever, marital
Oh, I
issue.
know, I know.
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't give a shit.
And yes, Therese said no. I mean, at first, before all the, we were kind of cool, but I just had enough of her disrespecting me, and it takes a lot for me to go to the point that I did, where like I was like pointing at because it didn't dawn on me that I had my camera on because I was doing my plastic canvas, and I had it pointing at the ceiling. And when she said that, I just picked up my phone. I started pointing at the camera, and it didn't register that I still had it on. And it just, after that, it's like I lost all respect for her. It's just
Yeah. That's the point that I came to, because there was a couple things that happened behind the scenes where I was like, that ain't right. And for me, it's kind of like, it shouldn't be. It should be the first time. That's my issue. But for me, it was like 3 strikes, you're out. And even after the 3rd strike, you know what? Fuck it. I don't even fucking give a shit anymore. I'm just going to say it. Michelle came to me behind the scenes and asked if she could mod me to block Jenny.
wow.
But you're so loved, Jenny. I'm throwing it all the wolves. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm too fucking honest for people to be playing these games. So Michelle tried to use me as like a bulldog while also maintaining this facade like friendship with Jenny, and is trying to like throw me in the middle of
So
that
like
shit.
Coley,
Fuck it. I'm just gonna say it. That shit wasn't right, and I'm gonna say it.
How many of them are like Coley? Holy Jesus.
I've never told anyone. Did I tell you guys that, JJ?
No. Absolutely not. I did not know that. That's
You
why
told me that, but I wouldn't say anything because you told me in confidence.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
I
I
remember
didn't
telling
remember.
someone, one person, because I was, you know how like
Yeah, you told me.
you received some fuck shit like that, and you're just like, oh my god, like, am
Because
I?
she was like, "Is
crazy?
this
I had to
fucked up,
share it.
or is it me?" Right? She was
Yes.
like, "Is this fucked up, or is this on me?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's kind of weird. Don't take the bait, because then you'll be, oh well, she did it on her own." You know what I mean? All kinds of messy shit can happen after that. You know what I mean? I was like, "Don't get involved in that shit. Let that shit be handled by the people themselves."
No,
Both of them had
Rhinestone.
their people. Both of them. And Jeremy, I'm telling you, bro. if you're listening, which you're probably not, maybe your wife is, but I'm just telling you, the one you got over there, you need to honestly check yourself because it's not good. It's not
And I
good.
never did anything for people like with the expectation of people to have my back. It was quite the opposite. We told Roadhog, well, JJ did because I didn't talk to people in DMs, but she would relay the message. Please don't get involved. Don't defend us. Leave it alone. But I would be lying if I said that when
Every
that live was done in defense of Jenny Lee, I
yo,
wasn't I wasn't upset. I was, because not only did I didn't expect anybody to get involved. I didn't want anybody to turn on Jenny Lee, but I was hoping that people would mind their business. I handled it on my channel. I said what I had to say, but to hear Jackie up there saying Jenny Lee didn't owe me an apology and doing it on Roadhogs, I would be a liar if I said that didn't sting like a motherfucker.
yeah,
And I
Why?
went into the chat and I said, I didn't ask y'all to get involved. To me, this feels like getting
never.
involved.
I
This feels
always,
like getting involved to me.
I always knew that, like anything. Think about it, y'all. Right? Like, all you have to do is think about it, or go back in time if you did not, or go look at other lives if you're not sure. I would always go to Roadhog about things that we did not like want him to defend us in regards to, and he would always say okay. He wouldn't do that because he wanted to so many times with Jules, with like everybody. He would want to defend us, but I would always ask, please don't. We don't want to make it any worse. If we have something to say, we will say it, on our
Listen,
own channel.
I'm not one to use people for that kind of shit.
Yes.
I mean, I had a close enough relationship with Michelle where I could have like went to her and been like, hey, this is going on. Do you think you guys could speak on it? I don't think that's out of line. But I
No.
never did that. I did the opposite. I tried to like give her I would send her video links and be like, hey, I heard Roadhog wanted to talk about blah, blah, blah. Here's something that he could talk about. And it never happened.
No, because it was and I understand that's her husband, so she's gonna go with whatever agenda she feels like at that time. But I, for some reason, don't think that agenda included Jackie. I just don't.
Well,
I
I don't
don't.
either. My whole
No, and
thing
you could
is,
always tell when Jackie was behind some bullshit that
you
was being
still
talked
can.
about.
Yes,
Yeah,
you still
definitely.
can. Yes,
Definitely.
I can
you
ask a
still can.
question.
Of course.
Now with the whole video thing, is she upset because she wanted time to like explain herself, right? About why she said what she did. Because I'm saying, if that's the case, no matter what you say, it's not going to change the fact of what somebody feels about what you said.
No,
Well,
and
and
I
no,
think that
she's
that's
using
excuses.
like an emotional manipulation
Yeah.
tactic in the middle of all that too that I'm not going to comment on
Yeah,
at
and she
all.
never apologized, Josie.
No,
Oh, I
it
know
was
she
the
She
didn't.
opposite.
never
She
Because
said,
she
apologized.
said because like when she went through all that whole thing, she's like, I don't need to apologize. I don't have to apologize. And
She
I didn't
never
know like
did.
what she was actually. I didn't know it was the video that she was speaking on until actually, like, I saw the video and then I put two and two together. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
that's the thing, Jackie yesterday saying that she apologized numerous times. No,
No.
she
No,
has never. And I
never.
don't want an apology, right? But I think it's manipulation too, that you're gonna finally address this shit in a birthday stream.
All
Happy
right,
birthday
I'm
to
gonna hop down,
me.
y'all.
Like
All right.
I
Bye,
can't.
Josie. Love
Bye,
you.
Bye,
Jugsy.
love you
thanks,
too.
Judge.
Bye.
Yeah,
Bye, love
Cindy, that
you.
was fucking weird. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
My birthday while I talk shit and act like I'm the victim for saying some old disgusting bullshit. Like I'm over it, man. I'm over it. And the thing is that nobody was talking about Jenny Lee. A question was asked, why did Coley and Roadhog fall out? And me and Jenny Lee were a part of that story.
Yep.
That's what happened.
And you
It
know
was a
what?
part of that
That's what I wanted
story.
to say. This is what I wanted to say right here. Listen, I'm a real blunt, honest motherfucker. So I don't deal with fakes well, which is why I had such an issue with Michelle, because she would portray one thing publicly, but then tell me like behave differently. Okay. And I don't deal with that. So please don't do that with me behind the scenes. Well, damn it, I lost my train of thought, y'all. I told y'all I'm fucking tired.
That with Jenny Lee and stuff with the with playing being one way publicly and then privately being another way.
Yeah, so okay, I know this is gonna like make a shitstorm because I just said something that was said privately. But at this point, I just don't care. Just don't come to me with fuck shit. Don't come to me being fake. I mean, if it's gonna pertain to a story like it is now in the future, I'm gonna talk about it and I'm not gonna lie.
And that's what it was. It was a question. Why did Roadhog and Coley fall out? And we talked about it. When I came up on your panel, I could have went in. Right, I could have went in further.
If you don't like that you're being discussed, like if we're talking about things that have happened in the past, then stop doing fuck shit now. That way in the future, people won't talk about your past fuck shit.
Exactly. And Jug said earlier that Jenny Lee was preemptively trying to get them to side with her without telling her what the situation was. You know, what would you like gauging their reaction? Would you, defend your friend? Not giving them full context that you talked about my kid for no reason. This is another part that people seem to omit on purpose. She had no reason to talk about me like that. I did fuck all to her. I did fuck all to her. Nothing.
Like, you don't even know. But I promise you, if you've not heard what was said, you're gonna soon. You're gonna soon, and you can only imagine if that was said about you and your child, because it wasn't just speaking like one little comment on Cindy's son. It was speaking on Cindy as well about her parenting, and it was the most vile, disgusting. Like when I heard it, like I remember shaking. And when the person who sent it to me, they said, "Are you sure you want to listen to this?" And I'm like, "Yes." And then that person said to me, "Are you sure you want Cindy to know this?" And I said, "Yes," because I wanted, I don't ever want to hurt Cindy, ever. But I needed her to hear what was said so that she understood why we felt the way we did about this person.
And that's the point too that people don't seem to understand, is that she continued to act like my friend, continued to be a member to my channel, came into my live. I have a screenshot of her saying, I was talking about something. She's like, "Yeah, that's right. Me and Cindy never talked shit about each other." Like, how could you openly say that in my chat?
I saw a clip of her saying like, "Oh, me and Cindy, we got along, and I never like spoke on her like that." So I didn't even remember what you were drinking, smoking, or doing, girl, because what you said,
I wouldn't forget.
Let me tell you something. That's
so out of character that
exactly.
I would know exactly what the people were talking about from the jump.
Yep.
And the only people making excuses for it are people that hate our guts. Yes. Again, like I keep talking about fundamental principles, right? And what again pisses me off is that Jenny Lee, after I knew she had talked about my kid, I had heard that one voice note. When people talked about her kids, I came to my channel and I spoke up against it. And I already had heard the one little 50-something second clip of the nasty shit she said, and I still defended her. All of that. Her kids were being utilized against her, and I did it because that's what I stand against. Leave these kids alone. Talk about Jenny Lee. You want to call her out her name, you want to call her a bitch. And I didn't do it for any ulterior motives. I did it because I don't agree with using kids.
You know what's crazy, Cindy? Just last week you gave her a compliment.
Yep. Yes, I
on my
did.
channel. It's
Yes,
so
I
funny
did.
how that was never brought up, but the
Yep.
first thing they can latch onto, just because someone's discussing a perfect recollection of what happened. Sorry, you did it. I didn't do it.
We got voice recordings, bitch. So you can't even deny. You can't even say, like, everybody knows it was her voice for her. So for her to deny it, she was like, I swear to God, I didn't even remember saying that. Well, you're ratchet as fuck if you say that normally about people, because I'll tell you, if I speak horribly about somebody, I'm gonna remember what I said. I'm
There's
going
no way I could talk about somebody, and it's not a one and done. This is what
no,
she's trying to make it sound like too. Like she did that once. Just
no,
Anne has said it numerous times, and not listening. She didn't just say it because it was we were all talking about it. Just Anne had told me eons before any of their fighting came to fruition or whatever.
Yep.
Privately, Cindy, she's a snake. She
Yep.
talked crazy about
Way
you.
before Marissa's community.
Yes,
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 way
yes. Because
before.
me and just Anne have had private conversations, and she told me, Cindy, listen, you don't deserve this. Be careful. She has said some horrible things about you. So it's not a one and done. This is how she's spoken about me and my family. And again, the only people that think it's okay is people that hate us and don't care, right?
No, and this dumb bitch doesn't think that I have proof of me asking her, because this is what she would do to Cindy all the time. And I'm just going to say this real quick and not go into like elaborate stuff, because I could if I needed to. But she would talk like, I swear to God, I asked my friends this morning, I'm like, is there such thing as like octopolar? I'm like, because this is crazy. In the morning, she would, I'm telling you, within a few hours, she would be DMing Cindy, like, I love you, da da da. And then she'd be in Cindy's DMs and be like, I didn't know you were this way.
Yes, you're not the person I thought you were.
Were.
AJ,
Yep.
she did that to me within minutes. Fuck hours.
Yes,
Yep.
minutes.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
I have proof of it. So, bitch,
Yep.
you just
Yep.
need to shut your mouth and admit your shit, because
And then wouldn't even
you,
explain what I had done. I remember that explicitly because she came in, oh, I love you, Cindy, you're so real, and da-da-da. Then came, oh, I can't believe you. You're not the person. And at first I thought she was joking. And then I read it and I'm like, Jenny Lee, what did I do? Like, what are you even talking about? And she would not
girlfriend,
even tell me what she was talking about.
I
She
got
expected me to
proof.
know.
I've got proof. I have proof of me asking her, Jenny, I don't understand. Like, what did Cindy do to you? She's upset. She doesn't even know what you did. Like, I'm like, what did she do? Because this isn't right. She's really upset. Like, and I have proof of me saying that to her.
Yep.
So
And
fuck
she,
you,
why
Jenny,
she
you
said,
dumb bitch. We
but
got
why
proof
she
of
said that she never
everything.
spoke to me in DMs? Because she's heard me say time and time again that I can't get in my Twitter. And we spoke on Twitter. So
Yup.
she thinks that because I've said I couldn't get into my Twitter, that I can't prove that we ever spoke.
But
When
I
have I been known to be a liar though? When have I ever
can
lied?
prove it. I can prove it right now. I sent it in Discord earlier. I'm like, oh yeah, this bitch wants to say, and it shows the date, even in 2022, of me asking her, hey Jenny, what did Cindy do? She's really upset. She doesn't understand what she did. And
Yep. Yep.
she really would. And even everybody this morning said she won't even answer because she's fucking crazy. She's crazy, y'all. She don't know what the fuck
She's
she's
a
talking
liar.
about.
She's a liar.
Starting
That's what she
arguments
is.
for absolutely nothing. She is a complete liar. And I'm just going to say she needs to watch her fucking mouth on what she says, on who she says it to, because there are people that know that she is on paper. Okay? That's what we're going to say. She's on paper. So shut the fuck up, Jenny and Jackie, because listen, if y'all were telling the truth, it would be one thing.
I would eat it. I would eat
Yeah,
it and be like,
we
you know, they're right.
would
I
say
did some old
anything.
bullshit. I deserved what Jenny Lee, you know, I came at her that way. I deserve her to call me out. And I did nothing to Jenny Lee, and then I still afforded her so much grace. I knew
Yeah.
she had talked shit about me, and when she came into my chat, I was annoyed at first, right? Because she just came in like nothing ever happened. But then I was like,
Girl,
you know what? I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna let it go. And I
Cindy
was still
told me
like,
to stand down because I was like,
yes, yes,
I blocked her personally on like long before, but
yep,
as a mod, I could still see her and I would just ignore her. I would do roll
yep,
call and I'd skip right over her ass. I
yep.
promise you.
I told JJ and a few people, let her be in my chat, let her chill. Like, and then when she became a member, and when I finally heard the voice note, I was like, yo, Jenny Lee, I would like to talk to you. Because I'm not a coward.
After what she did to me, even after our
Yes.
fallout,
Yes.
we
Yep.
still paid her that respect. I never went at
Yes.
her, but
Nope.
she was doing a whole bunch of little backhanded side digs at me the whole
She
time.
was in my chat. She was. And I felt so bad because I was still trying, because I was holding out hope that she would have this conversation. Because I don't want to, first of all, I don't like to hurt my family. I don't want to hurt my heart. I didn't want to hear the recording. I didn't want to hear it because I'm not the kind of person that has to hear everything people say about me. I don't watch none of these people. I haven't watched Jenny Lee
Yeah, I
and
didn't know
Jackie last
either.
night.
I didn't
I
know
haven't heard a
either.
word. I only heard what my friends were discussing, you know, like in our conversation. I got the gist of it. I didn't even listen to the voice recordings. I mean, the screen recordings, because I would have been ugly right now. I would have been ugly. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you didn't.
Cindy,
Yeah, I don't have
you
to
didn't
listen to it.
even listen to the full audio until right before you did the video.
Yes, I listened to the audio, the whole audio, the 11-minute audio, the day before I was going to do my video because I had to screen record it. So, and I had to listen to what I was going to play. And that was the first time I heard it. And I broke down. I was so upset. And then the second time I heard it was the next day when I did my video. I don't care what people say about me. People can have their opinions, but you're lying and you're not accepting responsibility for doing that to me for no reason. For Jenny Lee, you had no reason, and I stand 10 toes down on that. You're a snake. You're a snake and you're a fraud. And that's one thing I'm not. And I'm not a liar. I have a long memory. And shit that I've done to people, even 23 years ago in my addiction, that shit still weighs heavy on my heart. So for you to say you didn't even remember saying this about me, that's the kind of person you are. I don't know if you thought that made you seem better. It made you seem worse. Because that tells me this is the kind of shit you say on a regular basis about motherfuckers. Because things that I've said are harmful, that hurt people years, decades ago, it still hurts my fucking heart.
Yes, and at the moment, we don't have like queued up exactly what you said, Jenny Lee, but I promise you, bitch,
We will when I go live. Yep, when we go live,
with
I
an
will have it all.
entire timeline. We're going to
Yep.
play everything you said in your own words, in your own voice. We're going to play it. We're going to do the timeline, and we're not going to let you do this. And remember, bitch, you decided to start this up again. We did not. So
no, it was on Jenny Lee's channel, Chronic. It was on Jenny Lee's last night.
yeah, it was on Jenny's.
Jackie, her YouTube manager, was on her channel.
Yeah, Jackie says she's the YouTube manager, and apparently that's how she spent her birthday live, was trying to combat what I don't know.
With no receipts, nothing, because she has no receipts. She has no receipts.
Nothing.
Only trying to throw Megs under the bus. I don't care what Meg said. I will say that a million times. I don't give a fuck.
We understand that our Megs was, and again, our Megsy, although brilliant, is still in her 20s, and we are not ever going to come for her. We love
And
her.
Jenny Lee was in her ear, like Jenny Lee was with Jugs and with all these other people. And Megs believed her. She thought that she was one of her closest friends.
Yep.
Megs didn't know that she was a bold-faced liar until she deadass told her she never spoke about my kids. And Megs again was blindsided and slapped upside the face, listening to it in her own fucking words. And that is why I did not remove her daughter's voice. First of all, they were talking over each other. I don't know if there's that technology to remove her fucking voice while her daughter's talking. And because I wasn't going to delete anything, I was going to let you hear everything, every fucking thing.
Right. And you know, it's crazy to me for people to think that, you know, nobody will have receipts. Like, this is the internet. There are some people that are so irritated with certain channels that they will just download and record and not even realize they're recording it. Every single thing that a channel or a person said, or that channel owner and whatever is said on their panel. And I'm telling you, Jenny, you fucked up last night, bitch. You did.
Yep.
I have
And
not
why is she
heard-
messaging Rhinestone? Like, that's crazy about it. Trying to get Rhinestone to turn against me too.
That's why
And I didn't do
didn't
that.
know. I thought Rhinestone was still cool with Jenny. That's why I
But
said
Bruce,
it was
did I
kind
do
of
that?
weird.
I didn't message anybody
I
and
love
tell them.
my Rhinestone, though. I would
No,
be
but I didn't message
heartbroken.
anybody like, yo, let me tell you what Jenny did. Jenny's a snake. I said, you know what? I kept it quiet. I handled because I didn't want to make the video. I didn't want to make the. I felt bad for her ass.
You didn't want to listen to the audio.
No.
Of course you didn't want to make the
I
video.
wanted to leave it alone. I wanted to leave it alone. And people were like, yo, Cindy, because people had heard it. And they're like, yo, Cindy, you might want to listen to that. And you might want to address that shit.
To be clear, I warned that this was going to happen. I warned. I told Michelle, I said, listen, you need to let this bitch know that we are, I know she's in your chats and all, but we're not about to, that's not our concern right now. Our concern is the fact that this bitch went after Cindy's parenting and one of her minor children. That is the issue that we had wholeheartedly. And then I don't know, I don't remember how it, like, I know they didn't want that to happen, but sorry, nobody's going to tell me what to do when it comes to my kids or my best friend's kids when she's upset. Sorry.
And I didn't care who was going to drag me afterwards. I didn't give a fuck. Make 1,000 videos dragging me. I said what the fuck I said.
And please
I didn't give a fuck.
understand that what was said about Cindy, and I promise you, we're going to play this soon. It's going to happen. We're going to put everything. Y'all ain't even going to know what day.
And I'm going to tag her. See, because I gave her the courtesy of not tagging her. This time I'm going to tag Sunshinery and I'm going to tag Complete Creations. I want your subscribers to see the fuck shit you do, because giving you a courtesy and not tagging your asses, y'all getting a little emboldened. So now I'm going to tag your asses and I'm going to show the timeline how it really happened.
And it would have
Since y'all want to rewrite shit,
we would have never did that if it wasn't until what they did last night.
Yes, ma'am.
This Jenny Lee bitch as some kind of like
victim.
Victim. Fuck you, Jenny Lee. And to be clear, Jenny is on fucking probation, y'all. Did you know that? As I know that. She's on probation for welfare fraud, that bitch.
Oh, shit.
Lord of mercy. Yo, BS had to chime in there.
They don't fuck with the wrong best friends. Okay?
And listen, I'm a 2-time felon, so I ain't mad at her, but I haven't committed a crime in 23 years. But you want to talk shit about me that I think I'm Martha Stewart and all this shit, right? When I haven't been in trouble in 23 years. 23 years, I learned from that shit. This is what you're talking about.
You were so young.
Damn,
you
JJ.
were an addict raised by an addict mother.
I know.
And, you know, I love your mama for bringing you into the world, but it didn't help you any growing up in that environment. So fuck these people that
I was
want
25 when I got clean.
you
I was
dumb
25.
fucking heifer bitch wanting to
Same,
stick
Cindy.
your nose in
Mm-hmm.
the air at everybody as if you're so good. Bitch, you married good. That was all that happened. But your ass, no matter being married or not, is still on probation for welfare fraud. Bitch, don't take food stamps and all that.
I know.
Lord
I'm
of
with you,
mercy.
Dana.
You,
JJ's words. JJ's
I'm
words.
finding all
Me.
kinds of shit out today. Yeah,
me. It's my words. I said what I said. Don't do that. Don't take shit from people who actually need it, ho. You done fucked up.
Yeah.
I told you to stop, but you kept going. I never said a
And
word.
it's true. None of
It's
this
true.
would have been done today if what was done last night wasn't done. And they can blame it on a 5-minute section of my live where we gave
Right?
people who don't know an accurate history lesson. If that
And didn't
makes
even drag Jenny Lee though. Didn't
did
even
not
drag her.
drag her. Just
No.
all we said is what the fuck happened, which can be
Yes.
proven. So please continue to underestimate me because I fucking love it. I
Mhm.
Yes.
love being underestimated because I'm gonna
Yep.
hit you back hard every fucking time. And obviously, JJ don't give a fuck. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
because she
care.
pulled that shit out of her arsenal. I
Don't
had
play
no
with my
idea.
friends. Don't play with my friends' kids, me, or my children. I would have never said a word, and I've known this for a while. Bitch, you need to shut the fuck up. And I won't do it, but I know a couple people that would do it and are
Oh
about
shit.
to be calling your PO. Shut up, welfare fraud. Shut the fuck up.
well, Shay
And
already said last night in the chat that she was gonna serve her. So
mm,
Oh, see?
yep.
play
That's
And I
stupid
wanted to
games,
say to
win
Rhinestone,
stupid
yep,
prizes.
yep.
That's
And I
it.
wanted to say Rhinestone never give me a kiss. Rhinestone never asked for anything.
never.
We solicited from her that we wanted to send her stuff. She has never asked for anything. Never. So you're trying to shame her
She's
because
an
we wanted
absolute
to give her
doll.
something for her granddaughter.
Yes.
So leave her the fuck alone, Jenny Lee. People don't have to side with you. I didn't want people to side with me. I didn't. But you were, doing that snake slithering shit into people's DMs, trying to, make them see it your way. When normal people would say, "Then that was fucked up," no matter who said it. So I want to correct that. Rhinestone never asked for anything. We
Never.
brought it to her and we kept telling her, we're going to do it regardless. No matter what you say,
Hearts were
we're going to send it to
broken.
you.
And listen to the reason why my heart was broken and I wanted to do something. Rhinestone wanted to win one palette from Tira's channel. She was a supporter and she did win that palette.
Her and Happy Being Me, yes. One.
Yes, and Happy Being Me. And the reason why she wanted it so bad, Rhinestone, is because she wanted to give it to her baby granddaughter who's like 13, 14 years old.
Her 12 years, she was excited about it, the granddaughter.
She was excited. So I told my girls, I'm like, oh, this bitch, she failed to give, a 13-year-old what her grandma won for her. So we pulled together and sent Rhinestone a nice,
a bunch of us
sent
her
a
stuff.
bit of a gift. So that way
for
her and
the
her
nana
baby could play, with the
with makeup. Yeah.
And that's no lie. And it was because Tira fucked her over because she's a
hosted a giveaway with no intentions of delivering on said giveaway, which is fraudulent in itself, but we're gonna leave that alone.
Yep.
But yeah. So
same, Rhinestone. We're furious.
We said we wasn't gonna talk about Jenny Lee, and we still did because fuck her.
It was inevitable.
It was just last night, and we're gonna handle it, bitch. Whether it's
And we're still gonna
tomorrow,
do a
month
live.
from now, 2 months from now,
Yes.
you won't.
Oh,
know.
there's going to be a receipt timeline.
Oh
live.
yeah, no, that we have to. So guys, there's gonna be a live where we show the receipts. Right now, we're telling the story. You can take it with a grain of salt. You can
Yep.
take it however you want. But I can promise you, on my mother's ashes, we will come with receipts of the
Yes.
true timeline. Okay,
Yes.
the true timeline of
Mhm.
what happened. So
Right. And we never did anything to Jenny Lee, her children, anything. And we will be coming live. And we are not only going to show you in print what this bitch has said, but we are going to play voice messages.
oh
of what
yes,
this bitch
oh
has said.
yes,
And if
yes,
y'all
small
hear
fry.
this stuff and never heard it before, you are going to be as infuriated as I was, because Cindy doesn't deserve this shit. She doesn't.
And
No one
the
deserves
more
that.
you
Not
listen
just me.
to
No
it,
one deserves that. Mhm.
the more you listen to it, it's not less infuriating.
No, it
Exactly.
gets
I've
me
only listened to
angrier.
it 2 times.
It
It
gets
gets
worse
me
and
angrier.
worse.
Yeah.
It gets worse
Mhm.
and worse. What they said about Cindy, her parenting, and her child, like, and it was lies.
It was all
It wasn't
lies.
even
Yep.
true. It wasn't even true. And then
Mhm.
after her younger minor son, when it was her older son who was smoking weed, and they
Mhm.
tried to make it like he was some kind of like meth addict or something
Yeah, they
else.
said he was smoking meth, and it was my 23-year-old.
Yes.
That is a grown fucking man that smokes ganja and tried a psychedelic, and never did anything to anybody online. My sons are not in my chat coming
Never.
at people. My sons are not like, drop
Never.
the addy, bitches. My sons don't engage in my YouTube. I don't, even when my sons come into the room, I turn my camera off out of respect for them.
Yep.
So for them to bring my sons up, and then you're not gonna make it minimize it like it's not a big thing. It'll
No.
always be a big thing, and it's on site. And I'm not saying I'm a fighter. I'm just saying, like, it's on site. We got beef for life
And
because
I'm
of that.
just, I'm so grateful that Cindy and I, and then, meeting Bliss, and we have a few other friends that we won't, bring to the public because we don't want them targeted. But we have quite a few friends that I'm just like blessed. I
Mhm.
feel blessed that they see it and they were like, what the hell? And there's one friend that we have that saw somebody coming at us, me and Cindy, and she was not somebody who was close to Cindy and I whatsoever. Like, we didn't even know her. And then there was somebody in this group that had been talking a whole lot of shit. And this person said, no, that's a lie. That's not the way it happened, even though she was with them for a
Mhm.
long time. And like, she had every reason to be loyal to them. She
Yeah.
said, no, absolutely not. I'm not going to do that. And
Yep.
I'm so fucking grateful for
Well,
her.
that's just proof that there's still good people on here. Like Rhinestone said, I love truth tellers. I said there's a panel of 4 of them right now.
Mhm.
Thank
If there
you.
was ever a panel of truth tellers, it's right fucking here.
Right.
And
No
I have
perfect
to end
people,
it
but we're
at
not
that.
liars.
I gotta
No.
go get my kid from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bus.
And thank you, BX.
Yes,
I'm so
thank
sorry.
you. Love you.
We took you all
BX,
over the world with our stories
you,
today. Thank you
you
for being up
always
here.
pick a hell of a stream to hop up on. I'll give you that.
Hey, I'm happy to be a part of it.
Anytime.
I'm happy
You're
too.
amazing. So thank you.
We appreciate you. We appreciate
Yeah,
you. Seriously,
me too.
BX.
Yes.
Likewise.
All right. Thank you guys. I appreciate all of you. Seriously.
Thank
All right,
Thank you.
thank you.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
All right.
Love
I will.
y'all.
Thank you guys for coming.
And we're coming
And-
soon, bitches. Don't think you got away with it.
And I think this one should go on Cindy's channel. I just want to say that.
Mm-hmm.
It should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
All
we're
right,
gonna do it on
bye,
my
all. Love
channel, and
you.
we're gonna all be up there, and we're gonna be dropping the receipts. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
and I don't want to
Love you,
upset
Bliss and JJ.
anyone. I don't, hold on real
Mhm.
quick. I don't want to
Okay.
upset anyone, but this is like the last hour of my StreamYard I just used, so I won't be live for a little bit. If I do go live, it'll be from like YouTube Shorts or whatever.
Well, that's some bullshit.
Fucking StreamYard, they wanted, it was $15.88 a week.
That's crazy.
A fucking week.
Yeah,
That's
StreamYard, their
ridiculous to
prices
me.
are ridiculous. Their prices are ridiculous.
Sorry,
Mhm.
y'all. I ain't there yet. So-
Don't worry, Bliss will be live again soon.
Do you guys know if you, when you're like doing a YouTube short live, if you can invite people up? You can, right?
I think
feel
so.
like I feel like I've been in one where they
No,
invited
but
someone else
I
in.
still really don't want that from you. I'd rather give you $40 for the next month than
Oh, JJ.
deal with that kind of bullshit. I mean, $40 is.
Oh, I don't care, but it would be working the mods kind of hard, probably though. You're probably right there.
Yeah, the YouTube, yeah, they would
Girl,
be
we're
in.
gonna
Oh my
fix
god.
that. Don't worry, Bliss will be back.
No. We can wait, and I'm sure. I think it's gonna replenish soon.
No.
I don't think
I
it's a big
don't want to
deal.
wait. I'm
Yeah.
impatient.
And I'll
so-
be live, guys, just a normal live before the weekend is up. I promise. I promise.
And
I have some memberships to gift.
I may go live, and it won't be just the normal live.
Oh god.
I always look forward to that.
You never
Yes.
know, motherfuckers. You never know.
I love you guys. All right, thank you guys.
Love you too.
Yes, love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
All. Have an amazing day.
See ya.